here. I think I'm live. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. What's going on, guys? I am Dr. Delay, and today we got another good one as the Padres take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Again, last night the Padres were unable to win against Shohei Ohtani, who, he pitched in that first game, the first inning, and did kind of struggle a little bit, but, only allowed the one run, had to be pulled. Of course, the Dodgers were able to score 5 runs in the bottom of the fourth, and that really was the difference in last night's game. Tonight, Shohei obviously not on the mound, as they will actually just am now getting into all this so I can finally see here. Vasquez is going to be pitching for the Dodgers. Jack Dreyer is going to be the Dodgers pitcher. This year, pretty good. 2.78 ERA, 2-2 record, whip of a 1.15. As he faces, again, a really good Padres team. Padres didn't really show up last night, but Shohei was the starting pitcher. Of course, again, he didn't do well, but Tatis is going to be due up here for the Padres, as we are just moments away from starting this one. Tatis, he is batting .280, OPS of 832, 13 home runs, and 31 RBIs on the year. And, of course, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote who you got, Padres or Dodgers. Again, Dodgers winning Game 1, so the Padres looking to even it up in this one. As, again, we're just moments away. Again, if you do like what you see later down the road, hopefully you'll give me that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. Again, you don't have to pay a dime. It is free. It is free of charge. Going over to the Pirates, of course, they're my team, 29-45, not very good. But, of course, leading that division, the Cubs, 44-28, and Mets, 45-27. Really good there. The Dodgers, of course, leading in the NL West, 44-29. Yankees leading in the AL East, 42-30. As here is the first pitch to Fernando Tatis, and that's going to be inside. Checked his swing. He went strike one. AL Central is led by the Tigers, 47-27. The Astros leading in the AL West, 41-31. Here is the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two. So 0-2 count here to begin the game for Tatis. Again, he was able to get on in the first at-bat last night. Looking to replicate that. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt, ball one. Again, a really good matchup here tonight against two really good teams, a really good rivalry. Obviously, the Padres definitely trying to even the series here. 1-2 count to Tatis. Dreyer sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and down goes Tatis, as that's going to bring up Luis Arias. Arias is batting .274, OPS of 699, 3 home runs, and 26 RBIs. Dreyer sets and delivers, as he takes all the way for strike one. Never really swings at the first pitch. He just kind of stares at it. So 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be poked into left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So it looks like Arias is going to get on with a single here in the top of the first. That's going to bring up Manny Machado. Of course, he's going to get booed in my right ear. Machado batting .316 on the year. OPS of 884, 11 home runs and 45 RBIs. He actually had a home run last night. Of course, there was nothing doing for the Padres last night, as that's going to be upstairs, ball one. Oh, yeah, there we go. Here we go again. Yeah, no, back to back. Of course, that means, I don't know if you guys were able to see again. You guys did vote for it. I don't know if you did or not, Joseph, but the subscribers did, as that's a chopper to third. He's going to throw to first for out number 2. Looks like Arias had a good jump there. But yeah, no, we had a vote. 5 votes were cast. You guys picked the Padres versus the Padres. Look at that. I accidentally a little error there. Padres, Dodgers. That's on me. And of course, I did fail to mention that whoever doesn't get tonight's call will get tomorrow night's call. So that does mean again Cleveland, San Francisco. So Chief Wahoo is going to be on a thumbnail tomorrow. I'm excited about that. As here is Sheets, batting .267, OPS of .807. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Sheets, again, batting .267, OPS of .807, 12 home runs, 40 RBIs on the year. 0-1 count. Dreyer delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. I didn't realize that it was San Diego versus San Diego in the poll. It just makes me look like an idiot. That's unfortunate. You really hate to see that, playing the same team. Oh, well. You live and you learn, I guess. 0-2 count. Dreyer looking back at Arias. Dreyer delivers. That's going to be poked to left and fouled off. Definitely did vote. Going to be behind a little bit, trying to match you up on my... Oh, I got you. Hey, well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it. Look at that. So I'll hopefully, again, do a pretty good job here. 0-2 count. Dreyer sets. Looks back at Arias. And delivers. That's going to be upstairs ball one. That's actually probably the most, like, that is a lot of, that's a big compliment what you just did, honestly. Like, you're having me be the voice of the game. That's pretty cool. Trying to match it up. That way you can watch and listen to my commentary. Again, I feel like I got to keep one-upping. Here's the 1-2. As that's going to be hit foul. I really need to get someone else to do color. I think that would be really fun. I don't know. You're back like 30 seconds. I got you. Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is. It's no biggie. You got to do what you got to do. 1-2 count. Dreyer sets and delivers the 1-2, and that's going to be popped up and foul. So 1-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runner on second. I really should probably, I don't know. I should have got my Dodgers friend, but then it's late for him. He's got to go to bed and all that stuff. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit foul. He does work in the morning. He's not like he's young. He's my age. He's 28. But he works early in the morning. Of course, I worked early in the morning. But, you know, I guess, well, I'm actually not built different. I was a little late, so I can't brag on myself. I like to hang out, you know, it's just me. Yeah, no, I got you. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. I wonder if there'll be anyone else joining. Of course, I just started this stream, like, you know, normally I'm able to kind of get ahead of it and, you know, at least post it to where it sends out the notifications 30 minutes prior, but today I was unable to do that. 2-2 count. Dreyer sets and delivers. Checked his swing. Did not go. So it's going to be ball 3. So a full count here to Sheets. Definitely wanted the call. Hello, Reading Phillies. Wins 7-4. Nice. Definitely wish I was, well, I mean, hopefully I'll be able to watch a game in Reading in about a month or so. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be poked to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Hernandez is going to just toss it to second as Arias waddles on home. So he scores as the Padres take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. So the Padres on the board. That's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts. He's batting .230, 232, OPS of 627, 3 home runs, and 26 RBIs. I don't know what's going on with the phone here. I don't know. Dryer sets as he looks over at first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. A little bit of, well, no, it did catch the zone there. Check swings are real picky. Yes, yesterday, I don't know if you were able to look back at any of the footage, but it was pretty bad, especially down the first base line. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to third. Muncy throws to second to get the force for out number 3. But the Padres are able to do some damage, kind of like yesterday's game, as they head to the bottom of the first inning with the lead 1-0. And again, if you are not subscribed, I definitely encourage you to subscribe. It would be fantastic if you did. Definitely helps out the channel. Again, last night I did Padres Dodgers. I did forget to put the records. I don't know if I'm going to keep the records on there, honestly. Just kind of looking around, seeing what other people do, what gets them more views. So I took them off. We'll see. But anyway, again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. This is not my first rodeo, of course. Again, I did them last night as well, Padres and the Dodgers. But this is my 8th game with the Padres, my 6th game with the Dodgers. They are featured on this channel a lot. Obviously, it is a lot of Pirates, but I do mix it up. As you can see, I haven't really done a Pirates game in a while. And, of course, if you're a football fan, I can't stress this enough. I love football, probably more than you do, as I already have the Hall of Fame game up ready to go. Same with NFL Week 1. I keep forgetting to put that college football thumbnail, as I already have the Iowa State, Kansas State ready to go. You guys will vote on the second one. So, again, if you're a guy that, or gal that likes to, have a little bit of control on what I call, there you go. You guys will vote on either Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, or Stanford and Hawaii. Same with NFL. I'll be doing every Steelers game, but that afternoon window is up to you guys. So you guys, again, will vote on Tennessee, Denver, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. So again, it's a channel for the subscribers by the subscribers. I'm just the face of it. That's pretty much it. So again, hopefully I see you guys around, as Ohtani is going to be due up here for the Dodgers. Again, batting .300, OPS of 1039, 25 home runs, and 43 RBI. Starting pitching for the Padres is going to be Randy Vasquez. He is 3-4 on the year with a 3.57 ERA, 1.40 WHIP. So not exactly great in the WHIP department, but the ERA is pretty good. Pirates mid-game choke, same old. Really, I actually was not able to pay attention to any of the game. I had been busy the last few hours. I had some family over. Some nice conversations. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 0-1 count to Ohtani. Bias straight. Oh yeah, well he kind of did when he was with Chicago. So I could see that. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 0-2 count to Ohtani. As we're just showing this graphic here over and over and over and over and over. All right, there we go. Vasquez staring down Ohtani. He's averaging 5.4 strikeouts per 9. That's the worst in the NL. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be poked foul. 4.6 walks per 9. That is also the worst. So this guy cannot get strikeouts. He walks a lot. Yet his ERA to 3.57. That's pretty good. Here is the 0-2, and that's going to be outside ball 1. Pirates will win on Wednesday. There we go. Yeah, no, they're 10-1 on Wednesdays. Wednesday, unfortunately, cannot. Well, no, I don't think I can call that game. Again, tomorrow night, am doing Cleveland and San Fran. That's going to be chopped foul because that's the one that lost today's vote. I'll be able to do that tomorrow night as well. Again, I'm not too sure what is going on Wednesday. It's very unlikely I get Pittsburgh, Detroit. We'll be trying to do at least 2 games on Thursday. We'll get to that a little bit later. As here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck out Ohtani Vasquez, who has the worst strikeouts per 9 in the NL, just struck out arguably the best hitter in the NL. So down goes Ohtani. That's going to bring up Mookie Betts. Betts is batting. Let's see here. 266, OPS of 759, 9 home runs, and 36 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a chopper to short. Throws to first for out number 2. Pirates need to get that 30th win. Yeah, they've been stuck at 29 for a while. It's been too long. They've lost 3 in a row. And that's going to bring up Freddie Freeman batting .330, OPS of 951. 9 home runs, 41 RBIs. Vasquez delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, feel free to vote. I got a poll up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's 50-50. 4 votes in, 2 apiece. You can be the deciding vote, at least for now, as that's going to be just outside ball 1. Why is the score from last night at the bottom? Gosh, dang it. Good call. That's Here's the 1-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Thank you, Trisk. Thank you, Trisk. Thank you very much. Again, I was rushing this late, very late, getting into this room and getting everything ready. 1-2 count. Vasquez delivers. That's going to be it foul again. Thank you, Trisk, so much. You're the best. Ohtani always whiffs kind of low. Low and out. Yeah, no, I mean, I've honestly seen him swing and miss a lot when it's low. Which is interesting because his swing starts off so low as well. It's kind of like he's scooping the ball. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to first. Arias is going to jog to first for out number 3. So the nothing doing for the Dodgers as we head to the top of the second, where your score is Padres 1, Dodgers 0. Freeman for 450. Ooh, unfortunate. Not happening. You're welcome. Again, thank you. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, this is my second day in a row doing Padres-Dodgers, but it's not the second time I've done these teams. As you can see, look, Dodgers there, Padres there, Padres there, Padres there, Dodgers there, Padres there, Dodgers there. Look, again, I do these teams a lot, so hopefully that's good enough for you guys. And again, if you're an NFL fan or a college football fan, I got great news for you. I'm actually a bigger fan. Don't at me. And I already have the Hall of Fame game up for you guys. I don't know why I sounded really country there. And then Steelers-Jets already, again, week 1. You guys will vote on the games like Steelers-Jets. I'm doing that one guaranteed. You guys vote on that afternoon window. So you can, again, preview that. Get ready for that vote. That's coming up in September. Same with week 0, doing the first game, Iowa State, Kansas State. And then, again, you guys will vote on that later window. Don't know why I clicked there. So, again, if you're a sports fan, this is a great channel for you. Hopefully, I earn that subscription tonight. It's free, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. Let's see. What is the Dodgers record when you call? Yeah, I've been forgetting to put that up there. So, the Dodgers are 3-2. Let me go ahead and put that. Record when I call games. Don't know why I put that there. So LAD is 3-2. San Diego is actually 3-4. Not very good. Not very good for, honestly, the Padres. But even the Dodgers, I mean, they're just a game above. Of course, I've only done 5 games. But anyway, it is what it is. Cronenworth's going to be due up here for the Padres, batting .235, OPS of 748, 5 home runs, and 17 RBIs. As Dreyer steps on the mound to begin the top of the second. Got to have a mandatory worst team stream like Colorado and maybe Miami or White Sox. Ooh. I'll have to see when they play. I don't know if I get the viewers at all for that one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I mean, I can look at the... Well, let me just look it up right now. Rockies schedule, and I'll just type in Rockies. 1-0 count to Cronenworth. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit left and foul. Rockies. Yeah, they just beat the Nationals. Nationals aren't all that great, but they have 30 wins. Oh, Rockies play the Dodgers. Wow, that's coming up. White Sox, Rockies on July 4th. Wow, what a day. What a day that'll be, as that's going to be low for ball 2. Dodgers 600, Padres 430. Yeah, well, 429, but yeah. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to first. Freeman is going to take it himself to the bag for out number 1. So July 4th stream, we're doing White Sox Rockies. I don't think there's anything more American than that. What's for dinner? Are we doing pizza again? No, pasta. Did pasta. Padres are 443. Are you sure about that? Their win percentage should be 429. There's no way it's not. What is 3 divided by 7? Am I wrong? Am I actually tripping? Here's the pitch to Iglesias. That's going to be in there. Call strike. Sorry, Trisk has got me distracted. 429. Yeah, that's what I thought. 233 OPS of 567. No homers and 13 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. I feel like there's no way Trisk, bumpy in the car, so you pressed the wrong numbers. Really. Colorado and LED better be a slaughter. Yeah, Colorado's probably going to... Colorado's going to be all over the Dodgers for sure. I mean, there's no way. 0-2 count here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Yeah, no, Dodgers should probably have a very easy 3 games there. Though the Rockies are 4-6 in the last 10. The 3-game winning streak here. They're looking... They're looking better than the Pirates are 5-5, but they've lost their last 3. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be chopped just foul. Bumpy in the car. Oh, you guys had Little Nicky's? Yeah, that's lucky. Can't wait to have that pizza, man. Little Nicky's, best pizza in the world. Can't wait to have some authentic Pennsylvanian, hoagies. Ready for that. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Count is still 0-2. A little battle here. Iglesias just trying to stay alive. Dreyer sets. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 1. So all these pitches, and that's the first ball. Again, feel free to chat away. Don't mind responding, of course. Have a little chat with Joseph and Trisk. It's always a pleasure to talk away with those two. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's going to bring up Lockridge. Lockridge is batting .224 OPS of 538. No homers and 5 RBI. Someone messaged me on Facebook. That means I definitely am in an argument about something. A lot of stuff on Facebook. I had a lot of free time today at work. I was on the NFL pages, not going to lie. Here's the pitch to Lockridge. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 count. Argument with a Browns fan that said Ben. Well, the conversation was about Ben being a first ballot Hall of Famer. As here's the 0-1. And that's going to be low for ball 1. And the guy said, well, he's definitely not going to go to the Hall of Fame in general because Bernie Kosar's not in the Hall of Fame. That is legit what the guy said. And he said, I know football. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just like, wow. You don't know football, but I applaud you for taking advantage of free speech. That's going to be hit to center. And it looks like that's going to be caught by Pajes, as it is for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Padres this inning as we head to the bottom of the second. Padres still up 1-0. Payday tomorrow, going to Adventure Park, probably for some free pizza and wings for a work. Oh, nice. Of course, they picked the hottest times to go. Expected 100. Oh, geez. Hey, man, it's cool to talk to you, too. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, no, man, it's always a pleasure Last night was fun. Last night was honestly, I'll probably do that a lot more now, just to chat after. I don't know about tonight again. I was a little bit late today. Not that I got in trouble, but did not need to do that. Again, if you're not subscribed, definitely like and subscribe. Helps me out so much, as you can see. Not exactly the most popular guy, but not to flex. We are making progress. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. I did a little bit of college basketball, but that's not really what I'm promoting here. It really started with opening day, a lot of Pirates. But then, again, I branched out a little bit because the Pirates are the Pirates. And it's been really fun calling these games. Met some pretty cool people. And, again, we're just subscribing again. If you're a football fan, please, again, you're going to like it. I'm going to do a bunch of football, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Have a lot of friendly conversation. It might get a little toxic because football is very passionate, of course. But for the most part, you can say what you want. Just don't be an idiot, of course. But yeah, no. Again, I'll be doing all the Steelers games. But again, you'll have the right to vote. Yes, I believe in that, and you'll be able to vote on the later window. So Tennessee, Denver for Week 1, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. You guys will be able to vote on which game I call later that afternoon. Same with college football. You'll be able to vote on a game. And I potentially could do up to 4 games. If my voice will keep going, I will keep going. That's how it's going to work. So hopefully I see you guys there if you're a football fan. But until then, we got baseball. And baseball is perfectly fine as well, as the Dodgers are going to bring up Will Smith. He's batting .321, OPS of .915. 6 home runs and 38 RBIs. And I'm saying this because there's still a commercial, but I feel like we're about to be. Yeah, he's coming up to the plate. Look at that. Perfect. Big Ben, not in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, no, that guy was like, no, he's not in the Hall of Fame because Bernie Kosar is not in the Hall of Fame. Now, Trisk did get to see Bernie Kosar in action. Trisk, would you like to tell everyone your opinions on Bernie? As here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I don't know if Trisk's still there. Although Big Ben was 0-4 playing in Oakland. Yeah, okay, well, look. I don't know about Ben could not play in the West Coast. I don't know why, as that's going to be outside for ball 1. Like he struggled in Denver. I feel like the only win he had in Denver was that AFC Championship game, and that was it. For some reason, couldn't play in Seattle, couldn't play in San Francisco, couldn't play in San Diego. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. Just couldn't play. Apparently, the time zones really just messed him up. Yeah, Trisk, again, if you could just, do you agree with that guy on Facebook? Was Ben just not as good as Bernie Kosar? I just find that crazy. But I know Bernie was good. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside ball 3. I feel like Bernie. He's probably gonna be in the Hall of Very Good. He's not a Hall of Famer. Richard Seymour. Yeah, no, I don't. I remember. I think it was against in Pittsburgh. Here's the 3-1, and Smith is going to hit this to left center field, and that's going to hit the warning track off the wall. Smith is going to cruise into second. That was actually a lot closer with a really nice throw there, but he is in at second with the leadoff double here in the bottom of the second. Okay, Trisk, all I'm asking you, I'm not asking if you have Facebook. Who is Bernie Kosar? Was he better than Ben Roethlisberger? I clearly say no. I mean, common sense would say no, he was not. Bernie was probably the Hall of Very Good. Ben is a Hall of Famer. Here is Hernandez with a runner on second. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. 13 home runs, 50 RBIs for Hernandez, .263 batting average, OPS of .802. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, but right at Tatis, as Tatis is going to try to throw to third. Smith is tagging up. The throw to third is not in time. Honestly, if it was on the line, he would have been thrown out. It was a really good throw, just not quite accurate. So 1 out, but a runner just 90 feet away, as that's going to bring up Muncy. And I think you texted Trisk, so I'll look at it really quickly or really soon. Muncy's batting .241, OPS of .785, 9 home runs, and 37 RBIs. Kosar was the cardiac kid, but not even as good as Vinny or Brian Sight. it was a hot topic for the Raiders. Also, we didn't have a East Coast. Really? Wow. That's kind of odd. Here's the pitch to Muncy. Muncy swinging a miss, strike one. No, he was not better than Ben. And Bernie will be in the Hall of better than average. Oh, he wasn't even Hall of good. Wow. Hall of better than average is bigger. And so, yeah. Better than average, I mean, that's, that is Hall of mid. Here's the 0-1. Muncy hits this to right, and Tatis makes the catch. Smith is tagging up. The throw is way offline, as that is going to be a sacrifice fly for the Dodgers. So it's 1-1, thanks to the sacrifice fly by Muncy. Again, Tatis with a nice arm, but that throw was way offline. I don't think that one would have thrown him out, but definitely not accurate with that throw. That's going to bring up Padres, who is batting .282, OPS of .806, 13 home runs and 46 RBIs. Ironically, last year he had 13 home runs and 46 RBIs as well, though he also had 150 more at-bats last year. So Padres doing really well this year. Well, that guy, again, Clevelander, he definitely knows football from what he told me. And again, I said, hey, free speech is a thing. You're allowed to say it. That's going to be outside ball one. I seem to get a lot of likes whenever I bring up the free speech thing. And I'm glad that you're taking advantage of free speech. That's usually what I say whenever I see something really dumb. Here is the 1-0 to Paez. That's going to be hit to left. And that one's going to be gone. Oh, my gosh. That one just kept going. A line drive home run by Andy Paez as the Dodgers all of a sudden just take the lead. They're now up 2-1 on the Padres. Honestly, how the left fielder was kind of playing it, I think that sheet's out there. I thought he was going to play it for off the wall, but no, it just kept going. That was quick. That was just a line drive home run. Dodgers up 2-1. And that's going to bring up Michael Conforto. He is batting .170, OPS of .587, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Definitely a year to forget for him, as he may be washed. I don't know. 0-1 counts Conforto. Yo, hey, what's up? Muncy on. I don't know. What is FIYA? 1-1 count here. I can't think of that. What is that? Hello, Luis. Go Dodgers. I brought Padres. Yeah, no. That's so unfortunate. Whenever Luis joins, the Dodgers score, as that's going to be hit shallow left. Machado is under it and makes the catch for out number 3, but not before the Dodgers are able to put up 2, as they lead 2-1 as we head to the top of the third. No C, huh? Yeah. Oh, man. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Again, I've been doing this for a while, since opening day. It is a lot of Pirates game, but not really as of late, for being honest. We're kind of branching around the majors, specifically the NL for some reason. I don't know why it's just the NL, but it is. And, this is, again, not my first time doing these teams. As you can see, I did the last night's game. You might be here from last night's game. Padres are 3-4 when I call a game. The Dodgers are 3-2 when I call a game. And again, if you're a football fan, well, again, look at those thumbnails, already ready to go. And again, that's not the only games I'll be doing. You guys will make the call on the second game for that Week 0 Saturday opener. And the same thing with Week 1. You guys will also be calling that second game. You'll be asked to pick, hey, which one should I call? So you guys will make the decisions on this channel. So again, hopefully that appeals to you, and you hit that subscribe button. FIA. Okay, yeah. Well, so I guess I read it as like an acronym. That's what I like. You capitalized it. So I'm like, oh, it's an acronym for something. My bad. Luis, do not rub the no C. I've not been to the ocean in years. This guy. Is that what the kids are saying? It's hip. I don't know. Well, Texas does have a coast. Yeah, no, it does. I don't know what he's doing. He hasn't seen the Gulf, but I guess it is an ocean, but part of the Atlantic, but the Gulf. That's going to bring up Maldonado for the Padres. 181 OPS of 520. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. And yes, he has abandoned his family. He is actually visiting, well, other family. He spent Father's Day with his father. That's fair. That is perfectly fair. Lou Trevino is going to be in pitching now for the Dodgers. 3.65 ERA. So he replaces Dreyer. Let's see here. Cannot find the stats for some reason. 1.14 whip for Trevino this year. As again, here is Maldonado. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count. Trevino's just flipped a switch with the Dodgers, as do many relievers. It's kind of interesting how that works. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Like all these relievers just go to the Dodgers, and they become elite. I mean, the list goes on and on. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit to center. And Paz is still on the run at the warning track, and that's off the wall. Maldonado, not exactly too fast, so he's just going to jog into second for a leadoff double here in the top of the third. And that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout, batting .279, OPS of 828. Lee Trevino actually is a golfer, you're correct. And his son, Rick Trevino, is I have no idea. No idea. No idea, Trisk. Yeah, Lou. Here's the pitch, and Tatis going to bunt, but that one is popped up back behind home plate, and he probably doesn't need to do that again. So, 0-1 count to Tatis. Is there any updates on Snell? What's the situation? What's up, Fellad? Yeah, no, how's it going, Nick? I can look it up for you. I didn't really hear it. Oh, and he plunks Tatis. And the crowd is going to love it. So I guess they don't mind the free base runner as long as Tatis feels some pain. And that's going to rate Luis Arias. He's 1 for 1, batting .277, OPS of 707. Yeah, no, I didn't hear anything in my right ear. They just kind of showed him. Apparently he threw a bullpen session yesterday. I'll click on this article real quick to hear. If there's any Dodgers fan, feel free to let me know or let us know about Blake Snell. There's progress. Again, he took a bullpen session. He still doesn't really tell you much other than it's just, hey, he's inching closer to his triumphant return. Very, very positive in this article. All right, here's Arias. Again, he's 1 for 1. He has scored the only run for the Padres so far. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Trevino delivers. That's going to be low, almost hit him. Ball 1. Now, Trevino, again, I was kind of complimenting him, but he struggled in this one. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. Yep. 1-0 count. Trevino sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a call strike. I don't know what he was doing. Was he trying to flex or something? I don't know. That was kind of interesting. I don't know what Arias was doing. Retaliation for Pajes? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, yesterday. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think Trevino was trying to do that. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. As again, Trevino's had some trouble here. D-backs just gave up 2 home runs in the bottom of the ninth to lose 5. Oh, my gosh. Nick, you go through so much. I don't know how. You are definitely given the toughest battles, as that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. I imagine Maldonado's going to, yeah, he's slowly but surely chugging the home, as I believe he just now crossed, as it's now 2-2, thanks to the single by Arias pushing Tatis as well to third. Same with the Pirates. Yeah, the Pirates are just not good. That's going to bring up Machado. Runners on first and third. Nobody out here in the top of the third. Batting .315, OPS of .880. $11 home runs and 45 RBIs on the year. Trevino sets and delivers. That's outside for ball one. Everything that Trevino's pretty much put in the strike zone has been hittable. 1-0 count. Trevino sets and delivers. And Machado was just not even going to swing. He was wiping the gnats away from his face as Trevino could not hit the strike zone. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. That's going to be inside ball three, as that one just missed. My goodness, that was disrespectful. 3-0 count, Machado. Again, he was doing the you can't see me on the 1-0. Maybe not quite that, but that's what it looked like. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And the LA crowd loves it as he was walking to first, but that one was clearly over the plate. Baseline hits are the trend today, I guess, for San Diego. Hey, those are pretty good hits. They're pretty much guaranteed doubles if you have any sort of athleticism. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be chopped foul. So, hey, from 3-0 to 3-2. Trevino trying to get this swing and miss possibly. Trying to hit the like button, but nothing has happened. Maybe I can't see you. Well, maybe. This guy. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. I do appreciate you guys, as always. Trisk, you missed a good conversation last night, though I don't know if you would have stayed up till 2 a.m. in the, Eastern time zone. Just chatting football in the comments after the stream ended. 3-2 count here. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be popped up foul yet again. Put Vlad Jr. for a home run, pulled him, and put in Kirk and said, Kirk, nothing. 450 or 440 home run. That is, oh my gosh. You have a talent, Nick. I don't know if you know this, but you have a talent. 3-2 count. Oh, we got a pickoff attempt, but Arias is back safe and sound. There were a few baseline hits at the ballpark today in Reading. Two down first base, and a fly down third. Both wound up as doubles. Yep, very nice. Again, I look forward to going. I don't know if it's still called First Energy Stadium or whatnot, or field. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, I look forward to it. Also, keeping an eye on. It's possible that when I'm up there, and if I time it right, I could go and see Pirates Diamondbacks, which is crazy. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be low. Ball four as Machado's going to walk, so I'll be able to see Nick's team versus my team possibly in Pittsburgh. If it's timed correctly, it's possible we might leave earlier. I'm not too sure. And I think that would be Detroit, if I recall. Detroit going to Pittsburgh. First Energy Stadium. Yeah. No, I miss it. Trust me, that to me is the best. That is, I really enjoyed those childhood memories. I really do. Those were fantastic. So bases loaded here. Not getting all sentimental here. It's possible we play Detroit, but then that's like a guaranteed loss. So bases loaded. Looks like Mark Pryor here is going to talk to Trevino. It's like, hey, what the heck are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you struggling all of a sudden? As Gavin Sheets is going to be at the plate. He's 1 for 1 he has an RBI. Knocked in Arias in the first. 270 OPS of 811. So again, the mound is still going on. If you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps. Don't think it doesn't. Like, it really does. And you guys are fantastic. And I really enjoy calling these baseball games, as that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike one. Got to meet some pretty cool people. Really cool people. Really cool people. And again, if you like football, and it's just a bonus, because we'll be doing football as well. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be hit to center. Pages at the warning track and makes a catch at the wall, but Tatis is going to tag up as he's going to score. Arias is going to move to third, so that pretty much serves as a sacrifice fly that puts the Padres up 3-2 here in the top of the third. And that's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1, batting .231, OPS of .625. Definitely still struggling. I don't understand why Xander just might not be good anymore at this point. It's been a struggle. 3 home runs, 26 RBIs for him this year. Luis, I don't know if you're still there. Like, what's your take on Xander, man? Do you think it's time to move off? As here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Don't look now, but the Rockies are on fire. No, we were talking about that earlier. Like, it's crazy. They're 4-6 in the last 10, but they've won like 3 or 4 in a row or something like that. 1-0 count. Trevino sets and fires. That's inside for ball 2. I remember contemplating making the trip to Anaheim to see the Pirates Angels like right after school. It's a 6:30 game, and I get out at 1:30. On a good day, it would be a 3 to 4 hour drive. The team or the actual Rockies? Well, you never know. I mean, maybe the Rockies are. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Muncy throws to second. There's one and gets him for out number 2 as Bogaerts' struggles continue. But the Padres are able to push across 2. So they lead 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the third. And again, folks, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, no, Rockies have won 3 in a row. Yeah, no, I feel like he's probably talking about the Rockies. But yeah, no, again, every subscriber helps. I really do appreciate it. Again, this is my 7th Padres game, and I forgot already. 6th? No, this is my 8th Padres game and 6th Dodgers game. As you can see, I've been doing this since opening day. And again, if you are a football fan, this is a great channel for you. You'll actually be voting for some of the games I do every week. Every week there'll be a college vote and an NFL vote. At least one. And again, if the Steelers play on either Thursday or Monday, which they do a few times, then that's 2 games for NFL you'll be able to vote on. So I think that'll be pretty fun. Hopefully I see you there. And again, same with college, trying to do at least 2 games every week. Actually, there is no try. I will be doing at least 2 games every Saturday. A potential up to 4. And, of course, during the week as well, like that first Thursday. I'm already kind of looking. I'm feeling like it's going to be, I know it's kind of a weird game to do, but Ohio-Rutgers, if I do 2, because then that allows me to do, one of these as well, Nebraska, Cincinnati, or Miami, and Wisconsin. I want to do Boise State and South Florida, but that's on ESPN. I feel like that's going to be seen by everybody. But I feel like if I get the one that's not as popular, then I can do the ESPN game, Nebraska, Cincinnati. But then again, I don't mind doing Miami of Ohio, Wisconsin either. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'll let you guys decide all that. You guys will have a lot of influence on the channel. As, again, I'm ready for football. And you already have influence. Tonight's game was actually voted on by you guys. You guys voted. Of course, I accidentally put Padres versus Padres, but you guys understood what I was saying. And, of course, tomorrow night, Cleveland, San Francisco, because I did promise whoever lost tonight's game would go to the Wednesday night stream. That's going to bring up Tommy Edman. He's going to be the last player I click on because we've already went through all the stats. He's batting .247, OPS of .741, 10 home runs, and 35 RBIs. Definitely on track to pass his home run total. Here's most home runs in the season at 13. Let's see here. The team of the actual Rocket. Good evening. Hey, how's it going, Sean? How's it going? No Chiefs games. Well, they're going to be like they're going to be like on like 325 every single week. So I don't think I will be able to do Chiefs games anyway. That's going to be low for ball 1. I don't even know if I want to. Well, tell you what, it'd be good content if there's some bad calls for Chiefs games. You will see me lose my mind. Like I've taken all the Patriots hate I had for them in the 2010s. It's transferred to the Chiefs here. So that's going to be a called strike to Edman. At least I don't know if you heard me earlier. I was wondering what are your thoughts on Bogarts. Do you think it's time to move off him? Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in the dirt ball too, because Bogarts has really struggled. And I'll click on him one more time here. Obviously not doing great this year. And then just in general, 264 last year, 11 home runs the year when he got here, just down years. Edman hits this to center. Right center field on the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 1. That was a deep out number 1 as Lockridge makes the catch. So that's going to bring up Shohei Ohtani. So for 1 in this one, batting .299, OPS of 1036. Vasquez delivers. That's going to be inside. Ball 1. 94 in on the knees. 25 home runs and 43 RBIs for Shohei Ohtani. Here's the 1-0. Oh, and it plugs him in the thigh, and he's limping. He might have a Charlie horse. And a lot of Dodgers fans are not happy. Oh my gosh, they are irate. Which is interesting. Again, the first pitch, as you can see there, I don't think it was as bad as the tracker's saying, but it was pretty inside. And that one obviously plunks him. So I don't know if he was intentionally trying to send a message here, but hey, things might get a little bit crazy. Well, hey, that's fantastic for me. I would love that. As Betts is going to be at the plate. He's 0 for 1, batting .265, OPS of 757. The umpires are actually having to talk about this. They're talking about it right now. That's the delay that you might be able to see here. Who's their pitching and what's their ERAs? I'll get to that in a sec here. Remember, we got one call in the Super Bowl. Yeah. I actually didn't. Hold on. Oh. He's issuing warnings to both benches, and Roberts is ticked. He's like, what did he do? Wow. So Roberts is mad. Warnings have been issued to both teams. So for the Dodgers, it was Dreyer, 2.87. He's been relieved already. Trevino's in. Roberts is now walking onto the field. Trevino's now at a 4.21. Vasquez, the pitcher for the Padres, 3.71. Again, he is still pretty upset about it. 3-4 record there and 1.39. Yeah, I actually did boycott this. I'm one of the few people that actually went through with their promise to boycott. He's really good with the Red Sox. With San Diego, he's okay, but he gets paid a ton of money. Chiefs games might get some Swifties. I don't know if I want some Swifties. I'll take any subscriber, but I don't know about that. You don't have to be alone. This guy. Has anyone called you? And it looks like Dave Roberts just got thrown out. I got to turn it up. Oh my goodness, he is mad. He's saying some pretty bad language. Oh, he's pointing. Oh, now he's doing this. Oh man, he went from this to this. So it's serious. Roberts is very, very angry. You'll probably see this on John Boy probably tomorrow. Oh man, he's dropping F-bombs and F-bombs. Oh my goodness. He is mad. And yeah, honestly, again, I'm going to call it down the middle. I feel like they shouldn't have issued warnings there, at least not to the Dodgers, because, what did they do? They didn't do anything wrong. He got hit. It is what it is, though. Well, then again, they did hit Tatis. Now that I think about it, I totally forgot about that. That's fair. That's fair now that I think about it. They did hit Tatis earlier. Then they hit Shohei. That's fair. I just, again, putting 2 to 2 together here. There's 100% intent on that one. Dave Roberts is a horrible manager. Yeah, he got tossed. Rob Dibble throwing. He loves to throw at people's heads. They were more at the knees there. What the bejeez. Roberts is garbage. John Boy breakdown. Yeah, no, it'll definitely come for this one. Again, Tatis was hit earlier. and that kind of escaped my mind. Shohei just now hit. So Roberts is gone. So he's going to take the night off. I'm sure he's really upset about it. As that's going to bring up Mookie Betts, batting .265, 9 home runs, 36 RBIs, OPS of .757. Again, Shohei at first, and a pickoff attempt. And there the boos again. As, again, no one likes seeing their players trying to get picked off here. It's the worst thing in the world, apparently. Vasquez delivers, and that's going to be popped up. Machado calling it off, makes the catch for out number 2. Dodgers are guilty of atrocious. Yeah, they are. They do dance. They do like that dance, and it's pretty bad. As soon as you mentioned it, yeah, no, great minds think alike. Tatis has a name to throw it. He doesn't. This guy. All right, that's going to bring up Freddie Freeman. Freeman batting .329, OPS of .947. Dodgers fans, they are rowdy in Los Angeles. Again, a lot of stuff just happening here. That's going to be in there for a called strike. We just came in. Ohtani was thrown at. Roberts didn't appreciate that the umpires pointed to both of them at both dugouts and gave warnings. Roberts argues it, gets tossed, so he has been ejected. Here's the 0-1. As this one is fouled back. I can lower the volume now as that is killing my right ear. Again, 9 home runs and 41 RBIs for Freddie Freeman. 0-2 count. Ohtani at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit foul. So once again, an 0-2 count. As Vasquez sets and fires, that's going to be hit foul yet again. So we'll do this once more at 0-2, possibly again, of course, because he's just been fouling off and fouling off and fouling off. 0-2 count here to Freddie Freeman. Runner on first. Here in the bottom of the third, Padres up 3-2. Vasquez delivers. That's going to be chopped foul yet again. So we'll do this at least one more time. And they're talking about last night's game. I'm unsure what in the world they're talking about. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit. That's going to get through the first and second base gap, as that is a single for Freeman. And that's going to bring up Will Smith, as Ohtani had a duck out of the way there, right at Ohtani. So runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Will Smith. He's 1 for 1 in this one, batting .325, OPS of .925. 6 home runs and 38 RBIs for Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Vasquez looks over at Ohtani and delivers. That's going to be hit to center. Lockridge calling it off and makes the catch for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Dodgers. Despite all the drama, again, Roberts just was tossed as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Padres up 3-2. Because Pajes got hit last night and stared. Oh, yeah, there was that too. Yeah, some stuff happened last night as well. But again, Tatis was thrown at earlier. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely. Again, someone subscribe. Thank you very much. Again, you're really great, really awesome. I appreciate you. As, again, we're slowly but surely moving on up in the world. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. Here's your proof. Again, there's the opening day loss to the Marlins. You want to see it? There you go. It's right there. Yeah, it's been brutal. A lot of Pirates games called, but again, I do a lot of other games as well, especially as of late as I'm kind of branching out a little bit. This is my, I keep forgetting, 8th Padres game and the 6th Dodgers game. Padres are 3-4 when I call games, and Dodgers are 3-2. And, of course, if you are a football fan, again, I can't stress this enough, I'm a much bigger football fan. I'll be real with you. But that's okay. Hey, I'm here to call the games for you anyway, even if you're not as big of a fan as I am. I'll be doing Iowa State, Kansas State, and then you guys will vote on the second window that Saturday for Week 0. Between these 3 games, of course, I can get out of the way there, right down there. Same thing for Saturdays. You guys will vote on a Saturday game as well. Then for NFL, I'll be doing every Steelers game, but that's not the end of the day, as there's another window of football, and you guys will, again, vote for that window of football. So if you're a football fan, this is a great channel for you. I'm not going to say I'm out here to compete with Tom Grossi or Jaguar Gator or, That's Good Sports, whatever. I'm just a backup option, man. If they're not covering a game you want to watch, maybe I'm covering that game today. Again, that's going to be decided by you guys, the subscribers. So hopefully you like it. And we can all have fun and just chat sports together. It's a sports channel for you, by you. I'm just the guy in front of the camera. So hopefully you like that sales pitch. It's pretty neat, I guess. Dave Winfield, a better baseball, football, or basketball player? Dave Winfield? Dave Winfield. Dave Winfield. I'm not too sure who that is. Cronenworth's I'm going to look that up on the phone here. Cronenworth's 0-1 on the day, batting .233, OPS of 744. As Trevino's still in, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. 0-1 count. Trevino sets and fires. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. I'm just seeing him as a baseball player. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Well, there's Dave Winfield, the soccer player. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 2. I don't know if that's what you mean here. Two and 1 count to Cronenworth. I'm just going to say baseball player. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside, ball 3. 3 and 1 count to Cronenworth. Trevino had a rough inning last inning, allowing 2 runs, but they, again, pushing him out there for the 4th. I guess they have some faith in him. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 4. So the struggles look like they are continuing, but again, it's only one batter. But that's going to bring up Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 1, batting .231, OPS of 563. Dave Winfield played for the Padres and Yankees. Did not know he played football and basketball. Oh, yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't really see much there. He was All-American in 3 sports. Okay. Well, I didn't see that on the Wikipedia page. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Iglesias, as I'm going to look back at this a little more thoroughly here. 0-1 count, runner on first here in the top of the 4th, nobody out. Trevino sets and fires. That's going to be in there, called strike. Wow, he was involved in a brawl. Wow, that's cool. He was drafted by 4 teams in 3 different sports. That's crazy. 0-2 count. That's going to be a ground ball to second. There's 1 and 2. A double play. So Iglesias unable to move the runner. In fact, he's going to get the runner and himself out for a double play. And that's going to bring up Lockridge. He's batting .221, OPS of 531. He never played college football, but he was selected by the Vikings in the 17th round of the 1973 draft. Wow. Must have been quite the athlete. Here's the pitch to Lockridge. That's going to be on the inside corner, strike 1. I'm going to go with baseball regardless, but that's pretty neat. Never played football, and yet he was still drafted by the NFL. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right and fouled. So very quickly, 0-2. Poll now 60. Yeah, I didn't even check the poll. Yeah, you guys, there's a poll up. Dodgers are in the lead 60% to 40%. As here's the 0-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out. So nothing doing there for the Padres as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Your score, Padres 3, Dodgers 2. And I'll do the sales pitch half-heartedly this time. Again, I've been doing this since baseball season started. Hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. If you're a football fan, hopefully you will subscribe. There you go. And again, you vote on games. That pretty much sums it up. I'll do it at the end of the inning. Is there a win percentage for the game that you can look at? Is there a win percentage for the game? What do you mean by that? Am I like... I'm confused on what you mean. Are you talking about the poll? Because I literally butchered the poll. I said San Diego at San Diego. And luckily you guys knew what I was talking about. That's on me. I'm an idiot. But again, hopefully you do like what you see, folks, and hit that subscribe button. Again, you guys do vote on games. In fact, this one was voted on by the subscribers of this channel. So if you want to join that awesome community that we have here, then definitely hit that subscribe button. More votes and more games, more polls done, and again, voted on by you guys. Same thing again for football season. Again, you guys will be voting on a bunch of things for the NFL and college. As I'll even be doing preseason games. I'm just saying. I already have the Hall of Fame game up there. It's happening. So hopefully, again, that's good enough for you guys if you're also a football fan. And of course, I'll be doing the NL playoffs. I'm sure both these teams will make it. So I'll be doing a little bit of the NL wildcard, NLDS, and it'll probably be up to a poll if I do any of the NLCS, maybe a game or two. Again, weekends will just be strictly football, but until I'm sure we can work something out because, I mean, it would be pretty cool to do some playoff baseball. The line graph thing, did Tony Gwynn have a better lifetime average than George Brett? Who had the best average in a season between the two? Win probability. I'm still kind of lost. My bad. That line graph thing. What line graph thing? Did I show something line graph? That's going to bring up Teoscar Hernandez. Batting .262 OPS. Actually, I don't know what the OPS is. .799, 13 home runs, and 50 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Hernandez, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. So I'm looking up some Tony Gwynn stats. Obviously, he's known as a fantastic hitter. Lifetime average, and then who had the best individual. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 338, 394. Wow, I don't know. That's probably not going to get beat. And then George Brett. 0-2 count here to Hernandez. Vasquez delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. 390, but not 394. 305. Tony Gwynn wins both. Tony Gwynn, final answer. Here is the 1-2 to Hernandez. That's going to be low for ball 2. Tony Gwynn with the 334 average? I know it's the 394 for the season. That went too far. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped to short. Iglesias throws to first for out number 1. I don't know why it went 3 back there. This computer is actually going to just 338 batting average. Wow. All right, that's going to bring up Muncy. Muncy is he had a sacrifice fly in the second, batting .241, OPS of .784 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. I don't know why in the world my phone is being like this. Phone is being dumb. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Yahoo Sports has... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know if MLB.com has that. I kind of like that, though. In MLB The Show, they have that, you know. I could probably look it up, you know. But, yeah, Yahoo, that's going to be down low, strike 1. They definitely got a call. So 1-1 count to Muncy. Vasquez. Sets and fires. That's outside, ball 2. I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably have it about 52. I'd probably say 55, around that range, but again, anything could happen. Any team can get hot at any given time. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be in there, called strike. So 2-2 count here. Again, Padres up 3-2 if you weren't able to tell by the scoreboard there or down there. Of course, if you are just listening because you're at work or something, well, that's where that score announcement comes in handy, as that's going to be yanked to right, but Tatis is able to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 away here, and that's going to bring up Andy Pages. He's 1 for 1. Again, he had a home run earlier in the second inning, just a line drive that kept going. I thought it was going to be off the wall, but based on how the left fielder played it, but that just kept on going. Batting .285 OPS of .821. 14 home runs, 47 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Dodgers you grew up with. A's have a sentimental thing. And the Pirates. Raiders, bigger football fan than baseball. Yeah, that's me. Much bigger Steelers fan than Pirates fan. Of course, the Pirates make it really easy for me to not cheer for them, as that's going to be hit to left. And that one at the wall, and it's gone! Lockridge slams his glove in frustration as he was just inches away from robbing a home run. But that is not the case, as Andy Pages hits his second home run of the night, as it's now tied up 3-3. What a performance already. You can already say he had a great night. He can strike out the next few at-bats, but he already hit 2 home runs. You're good. Have a night, Andy Pages. Again, Lockridge just slamming his... That's what I admire it. It's funny, obviously, if you're a Dodgers fan, he threw his... But also, you like seeing that as a Padres fan because, it shows passion and care. I like it. I like seeing players show, that type of emotion that you care about the game. I know it's a little thing. Here's Conforto, and that's going to be low for ball 1. 0-1 on the night, batting .169, OPS of .585. Dodgers now are your enemies. This guy. Pages being Pages. No, you don't want to do that. Well, I mean, yes, he should have because he crushed it. That's going to be hit foul. So 1-1 count. Raiders classic. Yeah, they are a classic. Man, I miss the Oakland Raiders for sure. 1-1 count here. It's a Conforto. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. Again, if you're just joining us, a lot's happened in this one. Pages with 2 home runs. Shohei was hit at. Tatis was hit. And then Roberts ejected. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit foul. Of course, again, Roberts was mad that so Tatis was actually hit first. I should have said his name. And then Ohtani was hit a little bit later. And then they issued warnings to both dugouts. And Roberts clearly had a problem with it. And that's where, he went on the field saying some pretty colorful language. And then he was tossed. Here's the 2-2 to Conforto. That's in the dirt, ball 3. And, of course, during the game, Andy Pages just hit his second home run of the night. Both of them solo shots, but, again, still very, it's important. Of course, it's a run, but very impressive. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be chopped to first. Arias makes a nice little play there, steps on the bag for out number 3. So, we head to the top of the 5th, and your score, we're once again tied 3-3. Football, it is a beautiful sport. Benito Santiago better on the Padres or the Marlins, so I can find out for you. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. I've been doing this again since opening day. So, again, if you're just a baseball fan, this is a great channel for you. I plan on going, into the little bit middle of October, I'd say, doing some playoff baseball. We'll see if you guys want me to do the World Series again. I'll probably have you guys vote on it. And they were both he was average on both teams. I don't know if I can say Padres or the Marlins here. Probably the Padres because he played a little bit more. And again, if you are a football fan, well, I'm a big football fan as well. I'll be calling multiple college games and NFL games each week. And again, you guys will vote for one college game. You guys, I don't know if I'll actually have you guys vote for it. And I'm not saying you guys aren't choosing it because there's so many college games. I'll probably have you guys just list the games, and then whatever comment gets the most likes or something like that, I'll do that game. I'll figure it out. Or maybe I list 4 and you guys pick 4. And then again, for NFL, I'll be doing every Steelers game because I am a Steelers fan. But again, you guys will be voting on that second window later that day. Of course, I'll have that poll somewhere in the middle of the week. That way we can all know what's going on and stuff like that. So yeah, Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. That'll be the week 1 slate, of course, moving on week 2 and stuff like that. So you guys will have a lot to say on this channel and what I call. You guys will make the call. Hopefully you guys like that, as that's what I'll be doing once football is here. Of course, again, I'll still be doing baseball during the week, until the regular season ends, and then a little bit of playoff baseball. And then once that is over, we're all in on football. So again, hopefully, if you're a football fan, you hit that subscribe button. I'm not trying to replace Tom Grassi. I know where I am, but I'm just a backup option. I'm a good backup. That's how I view myself. Let's see. A lot has happened since I looked over here. Good old baseball diamond. Yeah, no, I missed when the Raiders played at the Coliseum. It was so fun for September to see that. Yeah, no, it was so cool. Pies scumbag. He couldn't. Oh yeah, Nick just cannot get the luck on his side here, as we have a pitching change as he faces Maldonado. As that's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Maldonado is 1 for 1 on the night, batting 189, OPS of 546. Let me get this pitcher here. This is Matt Sauer. And then I'll read the rest of the comments here. Here's the 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, just outside for ball 2. Pardon me, guys. 101 record for Sauer, 5.68 ERA, 1.38 whip. As here is the 2-0. That's going to be in there, a called strike. All right, what do you think, Doc? Jackson's rivalry. Oh, don't you love? No. Padres-Dodgers game's fantastic. They are, so far, every single one has been fantastic. This is, I think, my third Dodgers-Padres game, I think. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit foul. So 2-2 count. I'm not against the Las Vegas move. I guess I shouldn't be, but I am. I just kind of miss the Oakland. It sucks, but I feel like they tried a lot harder than the Chargers and A's. I don't know why the Chargers left San Diego. They're just jerks. Yeah, if there's any Padres fans here that are Chargers fans, feel free to let me know. Like, how do you feel about the Chargers? I don't really get to talk much to Chargers fans, as that's going to be upstairs, ball 3. Of course, there's the meme that there's like only 20 of them, but seriously, if there's anyone here that was a San Diego Chargers fan, maybe you're not anymore, like, how do you feel about it? I'd be just curious to know. Hold on. Here's the 3-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Roberto Alomar better on the Padres Blue Jays. I'll have to check that soon. Seth Messersmith, of course, Seth, big Dodgers fan. 3-3 game. As that's going to bring up Tatis. He's 0 for 1. And he was hit by a pitch earlier in this one. Again, that kind of was the first step in what made this kind of an intense game, getting hit by that pitch. 279 batting average, OPS of 831. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. And again, the Dodgers fans, they love it when he just fouls it off or swings and misses. It's really cool. It's really cool, I must say. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul yet again. Again, that is getting a little bit of a standing ovation. Not a standing ovation, but, they're happy that he's just fouling these off. Of course, both of these foul balls have went off himself as well. So 0-2 count to Tatis as I look up Roberto Alomar. I'm going to come back here real quick. Sauer delivers the 0-2. That's going to be popped up Shallow, yeah, it's not really shallow center. That's far. Second as Edman makes the catch for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Luis Arias, who's 2 for 2, batting .279, OPS of 708. He said who? Padres, Blue Jays, or Mets? It's looking like Toronto. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Definitely not the Mets. Mets, that was an easy one. Toronto looks pretty good. In fact, Cleveland, he was 920 OPS guy. But out of those teams, I'm saying Blue Jays, as that's going to be taken for a called strike. As Arias again doing he just takes pitches off. I mean, and I guess he's trying to get a feel for the game. Maybe he thinks it's going to be a ball. Most of the time, he's right. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a chopper to short. Betts throws to first and gets him by a step as Freeman was knees on the ground there. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score 3-3. Let's see. There aren't a lot of fans. They have people to. Oh, yeah, there's that. Yeah, that one lady. Yeah, that was pretty good. Anytime the bigger market teams come in. Yeah, no, it's same with the Rams too. Giants are losing, really. I didn't know that. Well, I haven't checked the scores, so that's on me. Yeah, Cleveland up 3-2. Yeah. Anyway, if you guys like what you see, again, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps this channel out. I really do appreciate you guys. Again, this is what I've been doing. Doing a lot of lives. Don't really look at the videos. Videos are just kind of there, you know. But it's really been all lives. Again, this is all. How many stuff have I done last? So 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18 streams in the last 2 weeks. Again, I try to get at least one a day. I did take Sunday off. But even with taking that off, I was able to still get 18 streams in the last 2 weeks. Again, I also do some football. Hopefully football will be fun. If you're a football fan, you guys will enjoy that content. If you want a preview of that, you get to click on that UFL thing, look at it for 30 seconds. Like, okay, that's not too bad. I feel like I do a pretty good job at it. But yeah, no, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Again, you guys will be voting on the games. It's not just a Steelers channel. It'll be a football channel. You guys will vote on that second window. So again, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. So yeah, you guys will dictate what I do later that September 7th. It's going to be up to you guys. Am I calling Cam Ward's first game against Bo Nix? Will the Broncos once again be a playoff team? Is San Francisco bouncing back as he faces the new quarterback in Seattle, Sam Darnold? Is Detroit, will they have that hangover of losing in the first round as they play a team that I believe is going to be really good this year, the Green Bay Packers, a good old NFC North battle there? And, can C.J. Stroud, will he be able to bounce back after, not a bad season, but kind of a disappointing season as they play the Rams, who, again, they've been pretty good the last few years as well. So, again, 2 teams there that are just trying to clear that hump. A lot of great storylines. You guys will pick the game I call. I think I'm happy with either one, really. Personally, I do want to see Tennessee-Denver, but I know it's kind of weird and random, as that's going to be in there called strike to Tommy Edman. 0-1 count here. 246 batting average, OPS of 737. But again, I'll call whatever you guys pick. I think they're all really good, as that's going to be hit up the middle. But Iglesias makes a nice play, throws to first, and gets him by a step. That was fantastic by Iglesias. Old man Iglesias. And they're saying, oh, what a great play. Yeah, no. Well, I was ahead of the announcers, so I'm better. Shohei Ohtani, he's 0 for 1. And again, he was hit by a pitch earlier, and that really opened up the craziness in this one. 299 average, OPS of 1037. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that. Hold on 1 second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. I'm not used to this. The guys are chatting quite a bit. I appreciate it. AFC West hate. Yeah, no, it is a lot there. Do you think Trevor Bauer will ever be welcome back? I hope so, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's the thing. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I mean, the Pirates could use him personally. I mean, hope he does. He hasn't really gone anyway. Yeah, and I am subscribed to his YouTube channel. I don't really watch too much of what he really posts. There are some things I do watch, but it's rare. I just don't feel like watching 30, 40 minutes of some stuff sometimes. That's going to be in there called Strike to Ohtani. Russell Wilson may start as quarterback on the Giants. Yeah, I feel like he is. I feel like it's going to be Wilson. And if he does struggle, then I think it'll be Dart coming in. I don't feel like no, who's the other guy? I forgot who. Oh, it's Jameis. Yeah, I feel like Jameis might get traded to New Orleans because they don't have anybody. Here's the 1-2 to Ohtani. That's going to be outside ball too. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be Russ, and then Dart is going to be QB2. And honestly, I don't know. I feel like Jameis is not going to get cut. He's going to get traded to like a team that need New Orleans. He's played there before. I don't know. Ohtani's going to call for time here. 2-2 count. Again, 3-3 is your score here. The bottom of the fifth, 1 out. It's been a pretty good one. Ohtani's been hit. Tatis has been hit. Roberts has been ejected. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Again, another strikeout that's below the strike zone. As that's going to bring up Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 2, batting .264, OPS of 754. Yeah, if I'm the Pirates, though, I'm definitely offering Bauer a contract. I feel like that would make Skeens happy. It would, temper Skeens, not wanting to leave. Like, hey, we're trying, okay? Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Of course, the Pirates need offense. Pitching isn't really their problem, but I think he'd fit in well. I feel like he'd want to go to, I don't know. I feel like he'd go to anywhere at this point. Maybe not Colorado. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. The real question, who's starting in Cleveland? Shador going practice squad or cut? Ooh, I don't think he's getting cut. 1-1 count. That's going to be hit to left. And Sheets on the move and makes a nice catch for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 6th as I'll marinate on this question a little bit. It is 3-3 as we head to the top of the 6th. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. This is actually, I don't even know how many games it's been. Let me look. 51 games. Oh, I've seen some, again, thank you guys so much for subscribing. That's another subscriber. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're a sports fan, why not? Why not give yourself some more options? Like, hey, my main guy is not streaming. Might as well go to this bum. I am probably a bum. You're right. But, hey, I feel like I'm a pretty good bum. And again, I'll also be doing football. I love football, and hopefully I'll see you guys there for college and NFL. At least 2 games every Saturday, and then 2 games every Sunday. You guys will vote on one of each. And of course, there's games throughout the week as well. I mean, you see Thursday. Later in the season after baseball, they open up the MAC. The MAC will be doing Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I'll be doing this every night. Again, there's you can't see it there, but yeah, Thursday, Friday. So, again, I can't do Fridays because I actually call actual football games on Friday nights. But again, I'll be doing stuff Tuesdays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Every game, every day I'll be on here, except for Friday nights. But yeah, no. Hopefully, again, you like that and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate you guys. Again, the baseball community has been fantastic. You guys have really been awesome, and I look forward to doing this for as long as I possibly can, So hopefully that's many years. Because this has been pretty good. Let's see. Devers has an RBI double. Okay, that's pretty good. I wonder if they're going to win. Mets are bad. Are they bad? I don't know if they're bad. I don't think the Mets are bad. They might be having a bad night. Yeah, they lost there. Yeah, I don't think they're bad, though. Have you narrated a game where bench is empty yet? Oh, no. And tonight, tensions are high. Tensions are very high. Watson, Flacco, Pickett, Shador, and the other drafty. Watson's going to be placed on IR probably. I don't see him not being placed on IR. So he's eliminated. So Machado's going to be up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, batting .315, OPS of 882. as Sauer is going to remain out there. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit down the right field line, and that's going to be fair. Hernandez turns and throws in a really good effort there by Hernandez. Keeps Machado at first. Normally that's a double there, but again, really good by Hernandez to get there in time and throw it in quickly. And that's going to bring in Gavin Sheets. He's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. Batting .270, OPS of 810. I feel like it's going to be either Flacco or Pickett, and, you know, I'm not going to be upset if Pickett gets traded or something again. I feel like he's just been bullied by everybody. I'm pulling for him. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Again, Flacco wasn't really all that great last year with the Colts. He did beat the Steelers, though, but, you know, that's a whole other thing. 1-0 count. Sauer looks over at first and fires. I didn't know what I was going to say there. That's going to be in there, a called strike. 1-1 count to Sheets. I mean, Shador, I think getting cut isn't a 0% chance. Believe it or not, here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. I feel like Gabriel's the safest option. And I feel like he's probably the worst one there, but they spent a third-round pick on him. Like, there's no way, right? There's no way they can't. Like, they should cut him because that's a third-round contract. That's not exactly cheap. Here is the 2-1 to Sheets. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Or am I just talking? Again, feel free to chat away. If you guys have an opinion on the Browns or whatever, just talk about whatever you like. I do read all comments. I really try. 2-2 count here again. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. 3-3 is your score. It's a good one. Tensions are pretty high. And, of course, it's between these two teams, so it just makes it even better. Sauer sets, looks over at first, and delivers. That's going to be hit. Well, that's going to be chop foul just back because it hit to the catcher. Let's see here. Flacco's on his last legs. Yeah, it's going to be sad. I am sad. I think there is a chance. Yeah, I think there's a chance that Shador gets cut, but I don't think it is. And if he does get cut, I think someone would pick him up. I do. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 3. Now, would I pick him up? No, obviously I would not, because that's just too much. Too much of a distraction. 3-2 count. Sauer sets. Got a pickoff attempt, but he is back safe and sound. Doctor, do you like Stephen A. Smith as a broadcaster? I don't think I've ever heard him broadcast a game, but as just like a guy. I mean, he's entertaining, but I don't know. I think here's the 3-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 4. He walks Sheets, so that's going to bring up Bogarts with runners on first and second. I just feel like he's. I don't know. I don't like how ESPN is now, and I would blame him and Skip Bayless for that. I think they definitely, which is crazy because I feel like I could easily do that too. I could be on the debate show, and I could be the crazy personality, and make it all about me. I could easily see myself being that guy. I really could. But is that best for sports? No, it is not best for sports. It's not best for the product. They're just making it all about them. I don't like that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike. Bogarts is 0 for 2 on the night, batting .230, OPS of 622. But, I mean, he is entertaining. Again, I do agree with some of the stuff he says. There's this again, the other part is just like, I don't know, he just sounds like an idiot sometimes. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. Like, there'll be times where he calls out the Steelers appropriately and Mike Tomlin, and then in the next sentence he's like, "Oh yeah, Mike Tomlin, you cannot fire him. He's too good." Okay, I don't know. Like, what are you doing? Here's the 0-2. That's going to be low for ball 1. 1-2 count. Of course, there's that thing where LeBron and him had that interaction. Looked like LeBron was like kind of telling him off there, and I don't know. Looked like Steven kind of caved. 1-2 count here to Bogarts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. Who's the next worst locker room for Shador to go to? Dallas. That would be so good. Oh, man. I would love him in Dallas. I would just... oh, please make it happen. Make it happen. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped to third. Steps on third. Throws to first. And gets a double play. As Bogarts grounds into his second double play of the game. And just like that, when you think the Padres might be doing something, it pretty much looks like it's not going to be anything this inning. Again, there is a runner on second. That brings up, again, Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1 with the walk, batting .233 OPS of .748. ESPN lost sort of the community factor. It's all about journalism and debates. Yes, it's crazy. Here's the pitch. That's going to be foul. So it's 0-1 count. The owner wanted Shador. He isn't getting cut. He will be on the Browns. Stephen A. is a clown. Yeah. No, again, I completely agree. I think the owner definitely forced Stefanski and Barry to make the call there and get him in the 5th. It really looked like he may have went, how it was trending, that he wasn't going to get drafted. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. But Dallas, get me Shador in Dallas, please. 1-1 count. Sauer sets. And delivers. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Bogarts really blew it. Bogarts has just not been good with the Padres. That's why I asked Luis. Luis is a big Padres fan, and Bogarts just hasn't lived up to that contract. He hasn't played at all like he did in Boston. 1-2 count here to Cronenworth. Sauer sets and delivers. And that's going to be fouled back as the drama will build and stay pretty high for just the moment. Those 30 for 30s, DB. I haven't really watched many 30 for 30s, to be honest with you. I should. How's it going, RFK? How you doing? Big fan of Peyton's Places. That's really good stuff. I have to check it out. Is it on like Disney and stuff like that? Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. But I will watch a bunch of old sports stuff. I will. Old as in at least 10 years old. But I do watch, of course, some stuff. I used to watch a lot of 70s, 80s stuff, football-wise. 2-2 count here to Cronenworth. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Sauer getting out of that little jam. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, your score is still 3-3. It's been a good one. Bogart sucks. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you guys so much. I've gotten 2 subscribers tonight. That's fantastic. Again, like and subscribe. Everything helps. Every little subscribe, every little like really helps me out so much. I really do appreciate it. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. As you can see, obviously, again, shout out the wife for making the thumbnails now. She got the template. I put the colors and logos on. But, she's great as well. Again, if you are also a football fan, I can't stress this enough. So am I. I will be doing college and NFL. Starting with the Hall of Fame game, as you see, I already have that up there. And I might do a little bit of preseason as well. I'd like to. And then, of course, Week 0 for college football. I'll be doing Week 0, Iowa State, Kansas State. But again, you guys will be voting on that second window. Fresno State, Kansas. Sam Houston, Western Kentucky. Stanford, Hawaii. I don't know. You guys make the call. Same with NFL. I'll be picking one game, and it's going to be every Steeler game. But again, you guys will be picking that second game in the afternoon. For Week 1, Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. You guys will be making the call. So, again, hopefully you like what you see and wouldn't mind having another backup option. Again, I know there's more popular guys out there, but, we'll see what happens here. Hopefully you like and subscribe. I definitely do appreciate it. I really do. 10 years is young. I know. Peyton's Place is ESPN. I don't have ESPN Plus yet, and I will be getting ESPN Plus actually at the end of the month or at the end of the week, because there's like this sale where it's like half off for 3 months, and that's perfect. Again, I was going to get it for college football, so I can have, again, any game you guys recommend, and if I'm able to do it, I'll do it. So yeah, I'll have pretty much every single game. I should, when I get ESPN Plus. So I'm investing a lot in you guys. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm willing to make this work. But I'll be able to get ESPN Plus, so hopefully I'll be able to watch some of that. America's Game, yeah. I love watching the you're about to donate to charity. Should I donate to St. Jude or Make-A-Wish? Look up which ones are legal. Whatever's less corrupt. Whatever's less corrupt. Probably Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish is probably a little more authentic there. Yeah, no, I would love watching like the what are they called, man? As Freddie Freeman is at the plate, I'm going to call this game. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. He's 332 on the night, OPS of 951. What are they? A Football Life, dude. Yeah. A Football Life. I watched I love watching those. Yeah, those are so good. We got a new pitcher, actually, for the Padres. I'll go over him. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to third, and that's going to get down for a base hit as Machado was kind of shaded over towards the shortstop area. So Freeman is going to get on for a base hit. And as for the new pitcher for the Padres, Vasquez is going to finish with 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. Pardon me. Estrada is 2 for 3. Or 2 and 3, pardon me. 2 and 3 on the season, 2.53 ERA, whip of a 1.16. So not too shabby out of the pen for the Padres. As Will Smith is 1 for 2 on the night, batting .323, as this one is fouled back. OPS of 921. Maybe you want to get some monetized. And donate. You don't have to donate. You don't have to donate. Monetization, again, that'll be... It really depends on the subscribers. I'm with Sean. Baseball is as American as the flag. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs ball 1. Yeah, baseball is America's pastime. But I don't know. America's game is football. That's where I'll stand there. Looked it up. St. Jude isn't that corrupt. Okay, well, that's good. That's going to be fouled back. Yeah, I'm just, when it comes to some of the established charities, I definitely question, if the money's going to the right places. But, if it's good, then see what you guys are saying, and I agree. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be popped up foul. Is Vasquez starting pitcher related to the former Expos Javier Vasquez? I'll check in a moment. Probably not. Dang, well, that's very nice of you, man. That's a very great gesture. It really is. 1 and 2 count. Shout out RFK for donating $1K to St. Jude. Here's the 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. So the count remains 1 and 2. So I'll be looking up if... Wait, no, I can't look that up on here. I have to look it up on the phone because that doesn't show me relatives. The WWF, donate to the Human Fund. What is the Human Fund? I've never heard of the Human Fund. Yeah, what is the WWF again? Because, obviously WWE had to change. It's like World Wildlife something. Wildlife. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. Two and 2 count here to Smith. Again, runner on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Checking to see if baseball players are related to each other. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be once again fouled back. No. No relation. Count is still 2-2 again here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner on first. 3-3 is your score as Vasquez is going to step off. Just a little recap again. It's been hectic. Tensions were high. They might be cooling a little bit here as there's actually a mound visit now. Tatis was plunked earlier in this one. Ohtani was then plunked. And then warnings were given. Dave Roberts didn't like it. And Roberts was actually ejected. So, yes, Roberts is not managing this game anymore. Pages has hit 2 home runs, but it is 3-3. As here is the 2-2, and that one is popped up, and that one is fouled back. Oh, my gosh, you guys have went off here in the chat. I would say that baseball is the most historic traditional sport, but football is definitely the most popular. Yeah. How can you question WWF with all the... This guy. Yeah. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be hit foul yet again as Will Smith is just battling here. Don't more people watch NASCAR? No, there's no way they watch more NASCAR. There's no way. I would not buy that. If that is true, I still don't buy it. 2-2 count. I do not get the appeal to NASCAR. If you like it, that's fantastic. I couldn't watch it. Here's the 2-2. And that's going to be hit foul. Badminton? I don't know if badminton is... I don't know if that's going to be popular. This is quite the battle here. As this is going to be the 11th pitch of the at-bat here to Will Smith. Again, he is just battling. 2-2 count. Still has a pitch outside he can take. And it looks like Maldonado's going to ask for time. And, yeah, nope, there it is. Right on cue. Dodger faithful booing. As, again, this has been a rough at-bat for Estrada here. Smith is battling pretty well. You take all donation because I donate to DraftKings. Oh, geez. FanDuel donates to me. Oh, that's a great... that's nice. You guys should swap. RFK, you need to give Nick some ideas here for betting. Come on, Doctor, you should call NASCAR. No. Doctor, NASCAR is the most watched. I would not call one. No, I will never call a NASCAR race. I'm willing to go and call a hockey game, but when it comes to NASCAR, I will not. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be, it's going to be outside ball 3. It goes off the catcher as Freeman is going to take second. So just like that, we have a runner in scoring position as it's off the glove. Just unfortunate for the Padres as Maldonado tried to catch it like this, and it went off like the end of the glove. I don't know if, there we go. It kind of bounced out. So 3-2 count. This is the 12th pitch of the at-bat. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be hit to left center field. That one is gone. Will Smith battled and battled and battled and battled and battled. And he makes him pay with a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 6th as the Dodgers lead 5-3. That is unfortunate for the Padres as, again, they're looking to tie the series here. If the Dodgers win this game, best case scenario for the Padres, they can just tie it as, again, it's a 4-game series. Dodgers looking really good, scoring the last 3 runs in this one. Again, same thing last night. Padres were up, and then the Dodgers had that 5-run or 4-run inning in the middle innings here. That's going to be a foul ball there to Hernandez, who's 0 for 2, batting .261, OPS of .796. The Dodgers looking really good. Looking like they're going to extend this NL West lead even more, as that's going to be low for ball 1. Of course, you don't want to jinx it. Pee-wee hockey. You guys are talking away over here. One of these days, I'm going to miss this when it's just, I don't know. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. DraftKings was on Saturday. Don't really watch NASCAR. Yeah, I'm not a NASCAR guy. The Coke 600. What is he? If that's an actual name for a race, that's terrible. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through the shortstop and the third baseman, as that is another base hit. And let me tell you, this pitcher for the Padres hasn't really done much. All he's done is allow 3 hits and 2 runs, so might be on the hook for the loss there. As that's going to bring up Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1 with the sacrifice fly. Looks like the Padres manager and the pitching coach are having a little chat over there. And it looks like they are going to have a mound visit, as, again, he is just kind of unraveled. Dodgers taking advantage. Of course, Will Smith with that, 12, 13 pitch at bat. He was able to homer off it at the end. Very great at bat for Will Smith. So, mound visit here. Let me go ahead and just catch up here. Darn you, Smith. Seth is really happy with that. West Philadelphia, born in, chance you call Red Sox Giants game 1. That's this weekend, right? I could probably, I don't know, I'll have to look at it. Was that Friday? Depends on the time, RFK. It really depends on the time. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm calling a NASCAR. So I did say it is a sports channel for the sports fans. But let me actually rephrase this, because I actually put this up here in the description. And I hate to be this guy. I hate to. Live NFL, NCAA, MLB, and UFL. I don't know if I see NASCAR there. I just don't. Oh, man. See, if it said NASCAR, I would call it, but it doesn't. Oh, my gosh. Dang it. That is so unfortunate, guys. Man, darn it. It is what it is. All right, Muncy's going to be digging in again. He's batting .240, OPS of 781. As here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit foul. So 0-1 count. Again, Dodgers up 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Been doing this since opening day. Hopefully that is good enough for you guys. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit, as Tatis is going to toss it in there, as Hernandez is going to chill at second, as that has been hit after hit after hit after hit, and that's going to bring up, well, the guy that's going to probably be player of the game, Andy Pages, who's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, both of them solo shots, as he is batting .287, OPS of 837. NASCAR, just thinking about it makes me go in circles. Yeah. What if we all vote NASCAR? I don't think I'll put NASCAR in the vote at all. Sports ball. I'm not a... You're stuck. Yeah, go ahead, hack. Yeah. Well, please don't, actually. But, I don't know. I think I would just still not acknowledge the NASCAR, as that's going to be in there for a called strike to Pages. Do it for Dale? I don't think I would. Padres pitching has been terrible. Well, the bullpen definitely letting the starter down. Starter wasn't great, but he wasn't bad either. Here's the pitch, as that's a swing and a miss, half-hearted swing there, strike 2. Let's take votes. I think I might have to ignore the vote if it goes, the wrong way. 0-2 count here to Pages. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, the Dodgers up 5-3 and looking like they're going to add on to this lead. Here's the pitch, as that one is going to be hit right and just foul. So 0-2 still is the count. We will do NASCAR write-in votes. Where is you, Darvish? Estrada, Matsui. Oh, Estrada's in. My bad. Yeah, Estrada is the one that's pitching, and he's the one that has been struggling. Democracy. Mr. Want to be a dictator. Sometimes you got to be, as that's going to be hit right and foul. So the count is still 0-2. This isn't a Russian channel. We need to stand up. You can't sell democracy about. Okay, all right, guys. Let's. What are you guys doing? No, I gotta put the foot down. The foot is down on NASCAR. This is an anti-NASCAR channel. I'm gonna do a hate. I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna post a 30-second short on how much I don't like NASCAR. You guys, and I'm going to thank you guys for it now. If it goes viral, I'm going to thank you guys. I'm going to use my dislike for NASCAR. Estrada delivers the 0-2, and that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to hit down for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home is Hernandez, and that's going to score another run. As the Dodgers just keep hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting. As it's now 6-3 with runners still on first and second with nobody out. USA, this is democracy. NASCAR, the foot is down. NASCAR, yeah, no, pedal to metal. Yeah, actually, I didn't mean to do that, but that's a very good observation, Trisk. I don't even know how to control the emojis. Huh. I'll have to look at that. I'll have to see what I can do about emojis. They're doing a mound visit, and they're probably going to take them out. So we have a pitching change most likely underway. Again, if you like what you see, folks, again, it's a baseball and football and college channel. I don't think I mentioned anything about race cars or NASCAR, whatever. But, yeah, no, if you like those sports, definitely hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. Again, I've been calling baseball games since opening day, and I look forward to doing many more football games down the stretch of baseball and, of course, football later as well down the stretch. A lot of racing terms, apparently, in the last few seconds or minutes. But I'll be doing Iowa State and Kansas State to start off college, and, of course, you guys will be voting for that second window. Same with NFL. I'll do every Steelers game, and you guys will vote for that second window. Between, of course, those games. And, of course, that's going to continue from week 1 to week 18. Same with college football, week 0 to the national championships. Hopefully, I see you there. As, again, there's a lot of NASCAR. Yeah, last night's score on the bottom. Yeah, it's very funny. A's down 0-9. Oh, are they? Houston. Yeah, I know Dodgers fans do not like Houston. How do I know this? Because I have a friend in real life that's a Dodgers fan, and he can't stand Houston. Of course, that's all that's around here, Houston fans, which there's more Rangers fans now because the Rangers won the World Series 2 years ago, so the Astros fans became Rangers fans for a little bit. Same thing with, like, Saints fans that disappeared and came back as Texans fans because the Saints are bad now. All right, that's going to bring in Matsui. Matsui is going to be in from the bullpen, 3.14 ERA. Let's see here, 2-1 on the season as a win-loss there, and then a 1.19 WHIP. As that's going to bring in Kike Hernandez, pinch hitting for Conforto, batting .210, OPS of .660, as that's in the dirt, and that's going to get away, and that's going to move both runners up, so from first to second and third, with still nobody out. NASCAR. You have an announcement. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. 1-0 count here. The Houston Asterix. Yeah, that is actually what he calls them. He does not, again, he doesn't even mention Astros. 1-0 count here to Hernandez. Matsui delivers. That's going to be hit right at short, and it's caught by Iglesias for out number 1. That one was hit pretty hard, but again, it was right at Iglesias. You're running for president of the Dr. Delay channel. Interesting. I'd like to, if I had to guess, your first policy is going to be NASCAR. Make it a NASCAR channel. That'll be unfortunate for the subscribers. Here is the first pitch to Matsui. That's going to be low for ball one. Clean up that spelling. 1-0 count to Edman. Batting .245, OPS of .734. Matsui sets. Waiting till the last second and delivers. That's low in the dirt. Oh, good snag by Maldonado. As that landed in the grass. That hit the grass first and then was able to bounce to the catcher. Okay, maybe it just caught the dirt, but that one was like, that did not go even, might have went 40 feet. That was not that far. 2-0 count here. Matsui sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. One run's going to score, and it looks like there's another as Sheets now gets to it, throws it in, and the Dodgers are now leading 8-3 here in the bottom of the sixth. A 5-run inning for the Dodgers as they look to pull away in this one. I am definitely just looking at that chat. I'm like, bruh. Oh, my gosh. Ohtani is going to be up. He's 0 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch earlier, batting .298, OPS of .1034. Matsui delivers. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. Yeah, no, unfortunately for you, Luis, Matsui allowed the runs. Well, of course, he didn't. I don't think those were the earned runs. I think they were still by Estrada there. Yeah, they were the Estrada runs. Estrada's ERA went up a lot. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball one. Estrada had he was in the mid twos. Now he's up near 4. So he didn't even register an out, but allowed 5 earned runs. 1-1 count here to Ohtani. Edman on at second as the Dodgers again have just broken this one open. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. Does it? Dodgers won this game. Let's go. Seth, very confident. He's claiming victory. Stop the count type of stuff there from Seth. 1-2 count. Matsui sets. Looks back at Edman. And delivers. That's going to be a hit. Foul. Debate day, July 4th, American Day. I don't know about that. Draw more protesters in favor of the competition rallies. Yeah. Tani needs a hit or he will be called no Tani, this guy. 1-2 count. Matsui sets. And delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the foul tip. As that's going to bring up Betts, who's 0 for 2, though it's saying he's going to get walked here intentionally. So that'll put Freddie Freeman up, lefty on lefty matchup, who was 2 for 3, batting .335, OPS of .955. I am not running, as this is not a democracy. So, I guess a little bit of a confession here. Yeah, you guys do, you guys vote. I'm all about that. But at the same time, it's like, I'm kind of in charge, right? This game is over. Please switch to Giants Indians. I will not be doing that. I think this game, again, I think the Padres definitely could come back. They have the team to do it. As Matsui sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right. That one is deep, but that one is foul. As that is, that'll make it 0-1. debate will be in home state of Pennsylvania. Butler, Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah, I know. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is also fouled. 0-2 count here to Freeman. Again, Freeman is 2 for 3 on the night. Runners on first and second. This one's already at 2 hours. Kind of like last night's game. Last night's game went pretty long. It's a long game. Matsui sets and delivers. In there, strike 3 called, as that will put an end to this inning, but not before the Dodgers. Again, they were able to put up 5 runs, and that's the difference in this one. 8-3 as we head to the top of the 7th. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot. As I have some subscribers subscribed tonight. Thank you guys again so much for that. As again, I've been calling baseball games, well, since opening day. This is my first year on YouTube, essentially. So, again, just now starting out. Again, hopefully that's good enough for you guys. Again, if you are a sports fan or an NFL fan or a college football fan, this is a great channel for you, as I'll be doing that as well. Iowa State, Kansas State, Fresno State, Kansas. You guys will vote on that one, or Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, or Stanford and Hawaii. You guys will be voting on what game I do there. Same with, again, the NFL. I'm doing every Steelers game, but, again, they don't play in both windows. You guys will vote on that other window. So the week 1, again, an example of that will be Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, and Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, or Houston and Los Angeles. So hopefully you guys like what you see, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And I feel like I should clarify, this is an anti-NASCAR channel, so there'll be no NASCAR. And I actually am giving one hockey game a shot. We'll see that one hockey game. I'm not too sure what game that'll be, but it'll feature my Penguins. We'll give that a shot sometime in October, November. I don't know when, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not much of a hockey guy, but we'll see how it goes. Who wins game 2? Looking at the poll here, Dodgers at 67% of the vote. Look at that. That is just wild. So, definitely quite the turn of events here. Again, it was pretty close. It was back and forth. Padres scoring 1 in the top of the first. Dodgers scoring 2 in the bottom of the second. Padres scoring 2 in the top of the third. 1 in the bottom of the fourth by the Dodgers. And then 5 in the bottom of the sixth. And, again, that is the difference in this one. 8-3. As that's going to bring up Jose Iglesias, 0 for 2. He's batting .229 as here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. .559 OPS. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 count. My voice is definitely reaching the end here. Definitely called. I did a lot of commercials today. Here's the 1-1. Oh, and it hits him in the hand. And Iglesias is grabbing that left hand of his as he was plunked. And Manny Machado is up out of the dugout. He is not happy. He is not happy at all. Machado is swearing, definitely swearing. So tensions are kind of picking up here, as Schilt is going to be checking in on Iglesias, as I don't know what is again, last night Paez was hit. Today, Tatis was hit, Ohtani was hit, and warnings were issued. Warnings were issued earlier, and that might be what they're talking about. And then Iglesias was hit. I don't think that was on purpose. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, you are up 8-3. I guess you can afford it if it was on purpose. as Iglesias was hit on the hands. And again, he, I think, is going to be relieved. Oh, well, maybe not. I don't know. Can tell you that there's a pinch hitter. Brooks is going to be replacing Lockridge. And again, Machado immediately getting out of the dugout. In fact, the first base umpire is actually just looking at Machado still. I don't know. That might be a problem. I'm not too sure. So that's going to bring up Brooks. He's looking for his first hit of the year. He was brought up a few days ago. May have been yesterday. I'm not too sure. 29 years old. Did play a little bit for the Giants last year. This year, or yesterday, he had 2 at-bats. Wasn't able to get a hit. So, again, I'm kind of pulling for him. Never give up on your dreams, folks. That guy is a good example of it. This year in AAA, batting .311, OPS of .1001, 14 home runs and 51 RBIs. He has been excellent. He has been excellent in AAA as he faces, again, Sauer, who Sauer delivers that one outside ball 1. So 1-0 count here to Brooks. Runner on first here in the top of the 7th. Sauer sets and delivers, and that's going to be hit foul. So 1-1 count. As Sauer is taking his time for sure. Now he sets, checks on Iglesias, and that's going to be outside ball 2. Iglesias, I believe, is still in the game. They haven't shown him leaving. It was his hand that was hit, but that might come an issue if he tries to slide in at second, leads with the hand. Maybe it's a problem. I'm not too sure. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit fouled. So it moves to 2-2. So 2-2 count. Runner on first. Brooks taking his timeout, trying to just calm the nerves a little bit. Sauer sets and delivers. That's going to be outside ball 3. Let's see, Sauer here. He's already pitched 2 innings, hasn't allowed a run. ERA is in the 5, so he is capable of getting, hit on and stuff like that. Here's the 3-2. That one is popped up foul. So the count remains at 3-2. Here's the 3-2, and that one is once again fouled. So this one, not quite at the many at-bats or pitches that Smith had, but it's definitely approaching that. Smith, I think, hit a home run on 12 or 13 pitches, pitch at-bats. This one approaching the 8th. Sauer looks over at first, sets, and fires. Brooks hits this one to right, and that one is going to leave the ballpark. That one is gone. Brooks with the 2-run shot, as that's his first home run of the season, maybe his MLB career. So I didn't quite look at it too thoroughly. So good job, Brooks, as again, that's his first hit of the season, first home run of his career. So congratulations again, 29-year-old rookie. And I don't really have a dog in this fight, but I definitely can get behind a good story, as it's now 5-8. And that's going to bring up Diaz, who's pinch hitting for Maldonado. Elias Diaz, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, OPS of 623. So nobody out still in this top of the 7th. So the Padres, again, not going away. They do have the lineup that can, bring it back, as that's going to be in there called strike. 1-0 count here. No. What the heck? It's 0-1 count. It says 1-0 here on the Dodgers. I don't know why I said strike and then 1-0. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go, so it's going to be 1-1. Anthony Banda is warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a swing and miss, strike 2. One and 2 count. Sauer sets and delivers. That's going to be a swing and miss. He struck him out. So one away here in the top of the 7th, as that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr., as he is 0 for 2, but he was hit by a pitch earlier, batting .278, OPS of .827. Sauer delivers the pitch, and that's going to be outside, ball 1. 1-0 count again if you're just tuning in. The Padres scoring 2 here in the top of the 7th thanks to the Brooks home run, as it's now 8-5. Sauer delivers. That's going to be fouled back. So 1-1 count. Pitching is definitely not doing that great for the Padres. Can tell you that. 1-1 count. Sauer delivers the 1-1. That's going to be low in the dirt. Nice snag by Smith as he makes it 2-1. Michael Kopech is actually warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. Here is the 2-1. Checked his swing. He did not go. 3-1 count. Sauer delivers the 3-1. That's going to be low for ball 4. And Tatis heads to first. And I don't know if that's going to be it for Sauer. He's looking a little tired here. Actually, Mark Pryor's going to come out, so I don't think that'll mean that he's going to go. Again, Roberts has been ejected, so can't really tell if he's going to be the one making the call or not. Again, Sauer, 2.2 1/3, has allowed 2 runs, all of them in this inning. Due up here for the Padres again is Arias, who's 2 for 3 on the night, batting .278, OPS of .706. You're going to listen as you fall asleep. I'm tired myself. I'm getting really tired. I am just too old for this, and I work, again, in the morning, so it is what it is. As Sauer is going to remain in the game. Again, runner on first, 1 out. 2 for 3 on the day is Arias. Again, 3 home runs, 27 RBIs. Sauer sets. Here's the pitch. Taking all the way is Arias, as that's in there for a strike. 0-1 count. 0-1 count here to Arias. Sauer sets, looking over at first. And delivers. That's going to be hit foul. So 0-2 count. Oh and 2. Runner on first. Top of the 7th, 1 out. Sauer sets. And fires. That's going to be hit up the middle. Oh, what a play by Edman. He is able. No! Betts couldn't quite make the grab. Oh, my goodness. Tatis was just tagged out. So what happened? So Edman makes a nice diving stop, tosses it to Betts. The throw beats Tatis, but Betts wasn't able to grab it. He dropped it, and Tatis thought he was out. So he starts walking off the bag. Wow. And then he starts walking off the bag. I don't understand. I mean, Tatis just starts, he thought he was out. That's interesting. I don't know what happened here, but everyone's tired here. Yeah, no. that's unfortunate. So I think Tatis is going to be out, pretty sure. I mean, they're trying to appeal that he was calling for time or whatnot, but I don't really think that's going to really win the appeal here. So that was kind of a missed opportunity there for the Padres, as there is a pitching change. Michael Kopech is going to be coming in for Sauer. And it is my understanding that he is going to be out. Tatis is going to be out. And that's going to bring up Machado. Of course, there is a pitching change. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber helps, as I am definitely on life support here. But I'm going to power through. Again, I've been doing these games since opening day. Padres is my 8th game. Dodgers, this is my 6th game. Again, if you're a college football fan or NFL fan, I'll be doing those games as well. I'm definitely a much bigger football fan, to be honest with you. But, hey, I do like calling baseball. I'm just exhausted at this point in time. But you guys will have you guys will definitely make a lot of decisions on this channel, as you guys will be voting on either Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, or Hawaii in that Week 0 time slot. I'll be doing, of course, Iowa State, Kansas State. Same with the NFL. I'll be doing every Steelers game. You guys will vote for whatever window the Steelers aren't in, and most of the time it's going to be that 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock window. And then you guys will vote on the West Coast games for the most part, or the featured national game, on at 4:25, 3:25, whatever time zone you're in. So we're just in the middle of a pitching change. Kopech coming in for Sauer. Machado is going to be the batter. He is 1 for 2 with a walk, 317 batting average, OPS of 886. Okay. So I don't know. So Tatis is going to be. Wow. So Tatis is going to be awarded second because the home plate umpire was putting up a ball, as he was calling the game there pretty much. He got another ball in play, and that's the only reason Tatis is still on at second. 0-1 count. That's actually crazy. So runners on first and second with just 1 out. Here's the 0-1, as that one's going to be hit foul. So Tatis is still on second. Thought he was going to be called out there, but the home plate umpire trying to get another ball in play is going to be the difference in that. That's wild. 0-2 count. Kopech sets and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. Luis definitely happy with it. Machado batting .324 with runners in scoring position. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. Let's pick it up a little bit. Give me 3 home runs picks for tomorrow. Ooh, good luck. Shoot. Let's do I don't know. Here, give me a sec. Here's the 2-2 to Machado. That's way upstairs. In fact, that's going to get away. That's towards the Padres dugout. And Tatis almost went home, but he decided to chill at third. He was halfway to home, but he elected to go back. So that one was the most wild pitch I've ever seen. That was way above the umpire's head, and that kicked so far to the right as that hit the pole. Man, if Tatis honestly had booked it, he could have made it. Let's go with I'm going to go O'Neal Cruz. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be outside, ball 4. Machado walks. I think O'Neal Cruz will get a home run tomorrow. I'm calling it right here. As that's going to be bases loaded, and that's going to bring up Gavin Sheets. He's 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs and a walk, and I believe he has a sacrifice fly as well. He does. Batting .270, OPS of .813. Kopech delivers. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Bases loaded. Padres threatening. As I am fighting back all the sleep in the world. 1-0 count. Kopech sets. And delivers. That's going to be inside, ball 2. And Smith really tried to hold it there and frame it, but not happening. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, this is tough. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle, strike 1. Dodgers have 70% of the vote of who you guys think will win, and right now it looks good, but the Padres are threatening. 2-1 count. Kopech delivers. That's in the dirt, ball 3. And I must say, he's in danger of walking home a run. 3-1 count. Kopech sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on a ball in the dirt. So Kopech getting a little bit of a favor there from Sheets, as that would have been a free RBI there. But I guess he wanted 4 of them. 3-2 count. Kopech sets and delivers. That's going to be popped up. Right side of the infield. Infield fly rule is in effect as Freeman makes the catch for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts, and he's grounded into 2 double plays tonight. So if you're a Dodgers fan, you like hearing that. But he is kind of due for a hit as well. 0 for 3, batting .229, OPS of .619. So there is that part of it. Kopech delivers. That's going to be in there at the knees for a called strike. Oh and 1 count. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Dodgers up 8-5. Padres, though, threatening. Here's the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Handled well by Smith for ball 1. 1-1 count. Kopech sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on a ball high and in. So 1-2 here to Bogaerts. Kopech sets. Dodgers fans they're standing. They are clapping. Oh! Kopech balks in a run. He slipped, and he throws down the baseball in anger. What are the odds? That looks so scripted, honestly. I can't even believe it. Oh, my goodness. Kopech set threw. I don't even know. That doesn't even look natural, to be honest with you. That's crazy. He just slipped, and he walked in a run. Wait, what did you add to the Chargers thumbnail? What did I add to the Chargers? I'll have to look at it. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Throws to first for out number 3. But the Padres score 3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Your score, 8-6. Chargers. I don't see it. Let me refresh here. I have no idea what you're talking about. Did I add something? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just seeing it. I'm just seeing the regular stuff there. Again, if you like what you see, folks, I see a big green animal on it. You see a big green animal on it. What the heck? I don't see nothing. If you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Let me just check. I don't know. Definitely helps out the channel out a lot. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't see anything. So, but yeah, no. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. I'll be doing football later down the road this season, of course, NFL and college. I don't know. I can't even talk right now. I'm just tired. And, of course, I've been doing baseball since opening day. This is my 8th Padres game and 6th Dodgers game. So, again, hopefully that's good enough for you guys, and you'll hit that subscribe button. I'll be, of course, doing Padres, Dodgers, I'm sure, more down the line. And you guys, of course, have a lot of say on the channel, as I'll be calling every Steelers game I can, and the second game will be voted on by you guys. Same with college. I'll be picking one game, and you guys will vote on the other. And I don't really see what in the world I'm refreshing it. So, I don't know. But again, if you do like what you see, help out the channel. Help out and hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm a little tired, so probably not having that much energy here. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try to finish it out. Just tag me on Twitter if you can. It's the same. It's Dr. The DRDLEH. Just at me there, and I'll see it. And that's going to bring up Will Smith, 2 for 3. As here's the pitch, that's going to be in there for a call strike. 2 for 3 on the night, batting .326, OPS of .941. New pitcher, that's going to be Jason Adam. 5-2 record, 1.54 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Yeah, I don't quite see what you're referring to. So just at me, I guess. I don't know. Not seeing it. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball 1. One and 2 count. Adam delivers. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Two and 2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Smith has been on fire as he's now 3 for 4 on the night. And that's going to bring up Teoscar Hernandez. He was 1 for 3, batting .264. OPS of 801. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at what in the world's going on. 0-1 count. Just let me know when you do. Adam delivers. That's going to be hit foul. So 0-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the seventh. One man on. Dodgers up 8-6. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be low for ball one. One and two count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball two. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be ground ball up the middle. There's one and two. A double play. Very well played by the Padres. As that's going to bring up Muncy. Muncy is 1 for 2. Batting .243, OPS of 785. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 8th. And your score, Dodgers 8, Padres 6. As I am dying here, but I'll live. Again, if you like what you see, folks, and you probably don't at this point, you're seeing some low-quality content from me. But if you have it in your heart to forgive me, hit that subscribe button. Definitely like and subscribe. Again, I've been doing this since opening day, and I'll be doing football and college football later down the road. So hopefully you like that. Tag me on. Okay, I'll check it out very shortly. And again, you guys will be voting for the games. I'll be doing Steelers Jets, of course, week 1. But again, you guys vote for that second window. So if you like having some choice on this channel, then definitely subscribe. Same thing with college. You guys will have a lot of input. Like an example, again, week 0, I'll be doing Iowa State, Kansas State. You guys choose out of the last 3 there for the evening game. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. That's going to be chosen by you guys. So hopefully that sounds appealing, as you're okay with putting up with a sleep-deprived yeah, that is fantastic. Thank you very much, RFK. I appreciate that so much. That makes me so happy. I'll go ahead and follow you back. But yeah, anyway. There's no green animals on my... So I know what in the world that was all about. So what was your plan there? I guess you're going to find me on Twitter anyway or something. It's just like, hey, here you go. Anyway, again, your name is Jim. Your name is Jim. I'll still call you RFK. That's how I know you. That's how I know you. Thank you, sir. I'll even retweet it. Why not? I'm just that guy. It's like a Pokemon. It's kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, I'm not a Pokemon guy by any means. All right. Anthony Banda is going to be in here. Cronenworth is going to be at the plate, batting .232, OPS of 743. As I think something that would wake me up would be like a tie game. However, if the Dodgers were to be leading into the ninth and the Padres don't do anything, that means it's going to be a quicker game, as that's going to be in there, a called strike. Probably doesn't make Luis happy, but I might be pulling for the Dodgers here to finish this one out. Here's the 0-1, but that one's going to be hit to left field, and that one's going to be out of the glove of Kike. Kike was sliding and couldn't make the catch. He got under it, but couldn't close the glove. So what do you know? Padres again looking to show some life here. As that's going... Your plan was to make you think I was being hacked. That would have been interesting. Well, thank you. That's going to bring up Wade. Batting .213, OPS of 581. As that's going to be in the dirt. Did swing, strike one. Crow hit one today. It took Tucker. Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? Anyone you pick, Nick, it's just over, huh? 0-1 count here to Wade. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt for ball one. Again, if you're just tuning back in, Cronenworth hit a little flare like a blooper. Kike was able to get under it, but not able to make the catch as it was in and out of the glove. So he's on at first in the top of the eighth. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball two. Umpire, he's calling it a tight ship tonight. Last night was not the case. Last night, the umpire, very lenient. Tonight, he has been pretty tight. How many errors tonight? That one wasn't an error, believe it or not. And maybe I called it a little too harshly, as that's going to be a foul ball. It looked like he secured it and didn't at the same time. Like, it looked like he was there, but no errors. No errors by either team. So maybe I was too critical of that call. So that's on me if that's the case. 2-2 count. Banda sets. He's still set and delivers. That's going to be hit off the catcher's mask or the umpire's mask. I don't know. But the count is still 2-2. Two and two here in the top of the eighth. This one almost at 3 hours. Hey, dude, just saying what's up. How's it going, Hammer? I'm sorry you're catching me when I'm sleep deprived and exhausted. You got Padres by +1.5. Well, it is at +2 at the moment, as that's upstairs, ball 3. So anything could happen. Padres did score 3 in the last inning. And they do have the first runner on here. 3-2 count to the second runner. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be hit left. Smith checking to see if it stays in play. It does not, as that's going to be a souvenir. So 3-2 count. But of course, again, thank you for stopping by, Hammer. Seen you around more lately in the last few streams. I appreciate you. I really do. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I am ready for bed. I am ready to sleep. And, of course, wake up early tomorrow. Hopefully I get a good sleep, though. 3-2 count. Banda sets. And a pickoff attempt. And Cronenworth is back safe and sound. They don't always count them as errors. All good. I got you. It's all good. Oh, this guy. Well, take care of yourself out there. Be careful if you're out on the roads or anything like that. If you're at the bar or something like that, just be safe. If you're at home, then, well, hey, still be safe. You never know what could happen at home. 3-2 count. Banda delivers. That's going to be in there. Strike 3 called. Cronenworth is going to make it to second. So he's still second, as there is now 1 out here in the top of the eighth. And that's going to bring up Johnson. Ben Johnson. It's not, I don't know. Bryce Johnson. Again, I'm sorry. I'm sleep deprived here. This is his first at-bat of the year. Lifetime 177 hitter. Banda sets. And fires. And that's going to be hit to right. And that one's going to drop for a base hit. So his first at-bat of the year gets him a hit. So Johnson batting 1,000 this year with an OPS of 2,000. Probably the greatest, hitter of all time, if we're being honest here. As that's going to bring up Diaz. He's batting 216, OPS of 619. As they used almost all their pinch hitters here. If you're on the road, get off. Yeah, I'm safe. I never put anyone else in danger. Honestly, I don't even know why I said you're on the road. You should get a designated driver. Again, I'm tired. Of course, around here, I live in a small town, so it's very common. Very common. Banda delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. That's on me, guys. That's on me. Again, I'm tired. I'm just here. But in my neck of the woods, yeah, it's a little more common in the small towns of Texas. 0-1 count to Diaz. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Banda sets. Looks back and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. Just enjoy a few beers and some baseball. There we go. I don't know why. Confession time here. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I have actually never had a sip of alcohol in my life. Never. I have never had it. And I am 28 years old, and I've never had a sip of alcohol. That is a fact. 1-2 count. Banda sets and delivers, and looks like Johnson is going to take second. So now both runners are in scoring position with just 1 out, 2-2 count. So Johnson with his first stolen base of the year. You've had 1 sip. 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. You don't have any more? Yeah, I don't know. I just never really was appealed to it, honestly. Never. I've been peer pressured, of course. I feel like most, if not every guy has been peer pressured, but I just never had the interest in it. I've been to the parties and all that stuff. I'd bring my Dr. Pepper or Coke, just whatever soda, just any other drink, just to joke and say, yeah, I'm drinking tonight, but, obviously not that. I'd be drinking the soda or, whatever I'm drinking. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Diaz hits this one foul. So we're going to do this again at 2-2. I don't think I'll be able to cut a commercial tomorrow. My voice is shot. I can feel it. Hopefully they don't ask, and I'll get someone else to say something. I cannot do a commercial at all tomorrow. 2-2 count. Banda sets yet again and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. As that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. in a big spot. Now, there is a base open, and Arias is a lefty. Banda's a lefty. I feel like they may be. And Tatis stepping into the box, and they're going to go ahead and give him first. That's what I figured. They are going to give him first, and they're going to make Arias trying to do something, who's 3 for 4 tonight. But again, the lefty on lefty matchup. You boycott Coke. Coke is like, It's a good. I mean, I like it. I like Dr. Pepper. Then I go Pepsi. Coke is like my 3. Here is the pitch, and checked his swing. Did not go. 1-0 count. With these bullpens, it ain't over till it's over. That is a fact. That is very true. Luis said something about the Padres bullpen earlier, too. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. 2-0 count. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Arias at the plate. Dr. Pepper is my 2 root beer. I actually don't like root beer. Looks like Will Smith's going to have a little chat with Banda. Yeah, I like root beer floats. I just don't like root beer. Again, if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Every subscriber helps. Again, mound visits, that's why I'm doing this. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. I say again a lot. Why do I do that? I don't know. But, yeah, no, I've been doing this since opening day. Hopefully that's good enough for you guys, and hopefully you enjoy the content. Again, I'm a little sleep-deprived right now. I do apologize. But yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Hopefully I get that subscription tonight. It's free. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be hit left. Hernandez on the run and makes the catch in foul territory for a big out, number 3, as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Dodgers still up 8-6. Root beer is awesome. No caffeine. Birch beer. Birch beer. Yeah, I don't like birch beer either. Not even the Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer. I can't do it. I can't do it. Not even the Pennsylvanian in me likes the birch beer. But yeah, no. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, every subscriber helps. Again, I get wow, just NASCAR. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, no. We'll be doing baseball and football later down the road, of course. And how it's going to work is I make the call on one of the college games, Iowa State, Kansas State, and you guys will be voting on that second window. So that's going to be happening every Saturday. And, of course, I'll be doing other games like that Thursday. I'll be definitely doing games as well. Same with NFL. I'm a big Steelers fan, so I'll be doing every Steelers game. But, again, you guys will be calling it. Why do I say again every time? I don't know. I need to eliminate that from the vocabulary. You guys will make the call on the second game. Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. You guys make the call for that second game. So if you're a sports fan, this is a great channel for you. What do you drink? Well, like I said, it's more of like soda. I mean, I try not to drink as much soda, but I do. Water, a lot of water, especially as of late. Sweet tea now. Wasn't a tea guy for a long time, but now I am. I like lemonade. Yeah, no. And then some iced coffee. I like coffee. Hot and cold. I've gotten into being a coffee. That actually is more because of my wife. She's a big coffee drinker. I didn't really drink much coffee before I married her, but now I drink coffee a lot. If you're NASCAR fans, well, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate, honestly. It is what it is. You would hate to see it. You hate to see it. You really do. Padres is going to be due up. He's 3 for 3 and has 2 home runs on the night. He has been fantastic. Batting .290, OPS of .841. You don't drink water? Oh, my goodness. That's not good. There are times when I go back to my childhood roots and get the Minute Maid fruit punch and berry punch. I love that. That's a good drink, but I don't know, for some reason don't buy it a lot. That's going to be inside ball 1 as Sean Reynolds is going to be the pitcher here for the Padres. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be on the outside ball 2, taken all the way. 0-1 on the season. 3.6 ERA, .95 whip. Really solid. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Pages is 4 for 4 on the night What a night to remember for him, as that's going to bring up Kike Hernandez, who's 0 for 1 on the night, 209, batting average, OPS of 656. No, I've never had a sip of alcohol. And I'm just going to keep going just because, might as well. I've never had it at this point, don't need it. And don't foresee myself needing it, as that's going to be upstairs, ball 1. So 1-0 count to Hernandez. Was it a joke? Which joke? Are you talking about the water or the NASCAR? Either way, it is what it is, I guess. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. You did say you were from Kentucky, right? Yeah, I guess NASCAR's kind of big there, I guess. I just never really got into it. I think the problem with it is when I was younger, here's the 2-0. That's going to be chopped foul. So the count's 2-1. I didn't really know when sports would be on. I just remember turning on and seeing that would be the sport that was on, and I would get mad at it. Why is that the sport that's on? Why is there not football on? And it could be in the summer, and I wouldn't know. Same thing with other sports. I'd rather be watching baseball or basketball, and I'd see that. I'd rather watch golf or tennis, but they're showing NASCAR, and I'm like, why is that on TV? I don't like it. That's not sports. Here's the 2-1, as that's going to be hit to center. And that is going to be caught for out number 1. Paz is going to try to tag to second, and he does rather aggressively, as that was a fly ball to center. So he's on at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. That's going to bring up Tommy Edman, who's batting .249, OPS of 745. The water. NASCAR is big, just not my area. I gotcha. Well, I don't know. I have friends that don't drink water either. I just don't know how they're surviving. Obviously all drinks have water in it, but it's just you're definitely tired all the time. It's not good for you. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Oh, yeah, I don't know. You're obviously alive and doing well, so I would say you're going to be okay. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside strike 2. A little bit of a favorable call for the Padres there. 0-2 count. As I'm seeing, there's some more votes coming in. 71% for the Dodgers. 29% for the Padres. 0-2 count, as I'm exhausted. And you're not. You're not tired. Jeez, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. One and 2. Reynolds sets and fires. That's going to be a foul, as if Maldonado could have held on to that, that would have been strike 3. Again, 8-6 is your score. If you're not watching, you're just relying on my listening, or me calling it, then I get you. Scoreboards, though, right to my left, or right to my right, I should say, for your screen, as that's going to be chopped foul, and, of course, down below, with a little bit of a ticker Sports Center style. Hopefully you like it. It's a sports channel, again, for you guys. Hopefully you like what you see, or at least will tolerate what you see. Again, I'm very, very tired. Not my best performance right now. But if you can find it in your heart to hit that subscribe button, that would be fantastic. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball 2. It's only 1 a.m. Look, man, I'm 28. Back in, you graduated when? Is it 2020 or something like that? I'd stay up till 4 or 5 a.m. Even when I was working 50 hours a week, I would still do it like an idiot. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball 3. But, you get older. 3 scoreboards, yeah. Yeah, well, ticker. I don't know if I call that a ticker. For temporary, whenever it does show up for the Padres, Dodgers, and it is 3. 3-2 count. Reynolds sets and fires. That's going to be chopped just foul. So we'll do this again. Yeah. I don't know. Like, up until, honestly, again, I'm not going to try to blame my wife for anything like that, but when I guess I started getting a little bit older or, more mature with the decision making when I got married. Like, I wasn't staying up as late. Here's the 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4. He walked him. And that's going to bring up Ohtani, who's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, 297 average, 1030 OPS. Your job just needs you awake for 20 minutes. Yeah? Yeah, you sleep during the meant for you NASCAR delay. I don't understand. I'm lost here. All right, looks like we have a pitching change. Andrew Morhone is going to be coming in. They don't have him yet. So, again, if you are willing to put up with my sleepiness and tiredness, you're awesome. If you're willing to subscribe despite that as well, then you're even better. Hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel out a lot. Again, I've been doing this since, again, why am I saying again? I don't know why I'm saying again. I just say again all the time. I've been doing this since opening day. Hopefully that's good enough for you guys. This is my 51st game, was it? Yeah, 51st game. I also plan on doing football, so if you're a football fan, this will be perfect for you. At least 2 Saturday games on Saturdays, of course, and then 2 Sunday games on Sundays. And I say that because, well, during the week there's also more football games, and I plan on doing those as well. And you will be voting on at least 1 Sunday game and at least 1 Saturday game as well. I'll be doing every Steelers game, so if you're a Steelers fan, well, that's perfect. Definitely subscribe. But if you're also just a football fan of other teams, well, you have a chance to get that team in due to the voting system I'm going to have in place for football. Of course, I do polls now for baseball, and that's going to make me look like a jerk, but I promise you it was San Diego and L.A., and of course I put San Diego and San Diego. And that's actually the same thing that happened here. Like Dodgers Cardinals won, and then people voted for Phillies Pirates after it happened. Like, bro, come on. Making me look like a liar. Very nice. All right, Ohtani's going to be due up here again. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. 297 average, 1030 OPS. Oh, we need Mrs. Delay to join the chat now. She is tired. She's probably asleep. And she works. She works early in the morning. She has to be up at 6 a.m. Several typos. I mean, let's say delay us guys. NASCAR delay. No. I still don't even understand, even with that, with no typos. Here is the first pitch to Shohei Ohtani. Again, he is 0 for 3 on the night, and it was hit by a pitch. And that's going to be outside ball 1. Again, runners on first. Why am I saying again? Runners are on first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th as I am just ready for this one to end. 1-0 count. Morhone sets. And delivers. So I'm going to miss strike 1. But here I am still doing it. Yeah, I saw a notification, bud. I saw the notification. It's probably yours. NASCAR. Yeah. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit foul. Do I like it? I'll like it because I'm just a great guy. Like it and heart it. In reality, I did not like it because I do not care for NASCAR. 1-2 count here, Morhone. Trying to hold the Dodgers to 8 runs to make it easier, of course, for the Padres in the top of the 9th. Morhone sets and fires. That's going to be outside ball 2. 2-2 count. Lefty on lefty matchup. Morone sets and fires. That's going to be strike 3 called on the knees. I'm seeing Dodgers fans not liking the call, but that one is clearly in the strike zone. So he is struck out 4 times. I believe they call that the golden sombrero. As that's going to bring up Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 3 on the night with a walk, batting .263, OPS of .753. I hearted it. You're getting NASCAR. Sure. Sure thing, bud. Here's the pitch that's going to be hit to first. Arias tosses to Morone, who steps on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 9th inning, as Tanner Scott is going to be entering the game for the Dodgers. Dodgers up 8-6. Will the Padres tie it up or take the lead? We'll find out after this. Of course, again, if you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. Again, you probably don't like what you see because I'm tired. But as you can see, I'm willing to push through despite the tiredness. Despite me being exhausted, I'm willing to finish this game out for you guys. And I do want to note that this is not my first time doing Padres-Dodgers. I've done the Dodgers now. This is my 6th game doing them. They are 3-2 when I call a game. Padres are 3-4 when I call a game. This is my 8th game doing the Padres as well. It's not just a Pirates channel if that's what you're worried about. I do bounce around the major leagues. And if you are a football fan, 1, look at the thumbnail there. You'll see the Hall of Fame game. That's commitment, right? 2, you guys vote for some of the games that I'll call. College football and NFL, you guys will vote. Well, you don't have to vote. I kind of said that in a very threatening manner. But I'll be doing Iowa State, Kansas State. That's the game I'm picking for week 0. You guys vote for the second game, which will be between these 3 games right there on the screen. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. Same with NFL. I'll be doing every Steeler game, but that's not the end of my Sunday streaming. You guys will pick the second window again for week 1. It'll be Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, and Los Angeles. So if you like having a little bit of influence on the channel, if you're a sports fan, definitely hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow night, I do plan on doing Cleveland and San Francisco. As, of course, I have subscribers for other teams as well. So I got to bounce around the major leagues. But I'm sure, again, I will be coming back to this series, or this, maybe not the series, but these two teams. And I'm sure this will not be the last time they play each other, if you're just here for Padres-Dodgers. But yeah, I'll be back, of course, for individual Padres and Dodgers games. As Machado is going to be leading off here in the top of the 9th. He's facing Tanner Scott. We'll go over his stats before he delivers his first pitch. As he's 1-2 with a 3.74 ERA, whip of a .98. So that ERA is pretty high compared to the whip. So not really getting many hits and walks, as that's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. Pokemon game. Yeah, no, for sure. 1-0 count. Machado, 317, 11 home runs, 45 RBIs. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit foul. So 1-1 count to Machado. Scott sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to short. Betts has it, throws to first for out number 1. Machado was not running at all. I'm not even going to lie. He did not run. He did not even care. 1 out. If you're a Padres fan, you probably hate that. That's going to bring up Gavin Sheets. He is 1 for 2. That was the chair. With a walk as well. He also has a sacrifice fly. He's batting .269, OPS of .809. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Really hope that was not anything that I didn't imagine, as I heard something outside. That's going to be in there, a call strike. Swear I just heard a knock outside. We're in the woods, kind of, so that's not good. 1-1 count. Might be a GG's for me, chat. Scott sets and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. So the count moves to 1-2. One and two count. Dodgers, of course, up 8-6 here in the top of the ninth. It's been a crazy game. Ohtani was hit. Tatis was hit. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be poked foul. Roberts was ejected in the third inning. Again, just a crazy game. I'm sure you'll probably see a breakdown of that by John Boy if you're a John Boy fan. I have a Dodgers friend that's not a John Boy fan, so I don't know if that applies to all Dodgers or he just doesn't like John Boy. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball 2. Two and two count. Scott sets. And delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out as there's now 2 away. And that's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts, he's not played good at all. He's played pretty bad tonight. You hate John Boy? Why do you hate John Boy? I don't know why. Does he pick on teams? I don't know. Doesn't really talk about the Pirates much because there's no reason to. 228 batting average for Xander's. That's going to be inside ball 1. OPS of 617. I like John Boy personally. But if you don't like him, you don't like him, Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be taken for a called strike. Dodgers 2 strikes away from going up on the series 2-0. The worst that could happen is that they tie, looking like they would be in the driver's seat for the series win. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be fouled back. So 1-2 as they are down to their final strike of the night. Dodgers with the win would move to 45-29. Padres with the loss would fall to 39-33. Scott sets on the 1-2 and delivers. That's going to be hit to right field. Hernandez is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. That is going to do it in this one. The Dodgers win 45. They win 8-6, and they move to 45-29. Look at that, football scores, huh? Again, if you like what you see or like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing baseball games since opening day. Hopefully, I see you guys in the near future. I will be stepping away from the Dodgers Padres tomorrow as I got to do Giants and the Indians. That'll be fun. But I'm sure I'll come across you guys again. This is my 8th time doing the Padres, 6th time doing the Dodgers. Padres fall to 3-5 when I call games for them. The Padres move to 4-2. So, if you liked what you saw, again, hit that subscribe button. Again, I'm doing football, so if you're a football fan, please hit that subscribe button. That is really my strength. That is my I don't know. That's just what I do. Hopefully you like what you saw. I will not be doing any post-game. He stole JG9's video and didn't take it down. Really? I didn't know that. That's actually terrible. What the heck? Huh. Well, shoot. I didn't know that. That's a scummy thing to do. Do I unsubscribe from John Boy? I don't think I'm subscribed to him on my this account. My personal account I am. I know that for sure. That's crazy. That's terrible. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Okay, anyway, you guys all have a great night. I am exhausted. I have to work literally in 6.5 hours, so time to go to bed. You subbed for NASCAR. I mean, yeah, too bad. Good call. Thank you. Thank you, Nick, as always. You're fantastic again. Good luck with your night shift as I'm going to head to bed so I can begin my morning shift, and hopefully I get some sleep. But yeah, again, if you liked what you saw, folks, hit that subscribe button. Like and subscribe. Well, liking at this point doesn't matter. Subscribing, though, that'd be fantastic. So, but yeah, you guys all have a great night. You guys are awesome. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. If you're just a baseball fan, not necessarily a team fan, again, I'll be doing Cleveland and San Francisco tomorrow night. So yeah, I will catch you guys. God bless. There is no Vroom, though. No, none of that. This is an anti-NASCAR channel. Pro MLB, NFL, UFL, and NCAA. So hopefully if you like any of those things, I see you soon. You guys have a great night. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good night.